to show you guys something today. Give me a second here. Have you guys seen the memes for Parkour Civilization? Have you guys seen these memes?
You're late. You know the deal. You can do the 1-block jump for the raw chicken, or you can attempt the 1-block vertical jump for the beef.
Here in Parkour Civilization, no one chooses to jump for the beef.
What? No! Oh no, they killed Nekoark. No. But have you guys seen the memes for Parkour Civilization where it's like, oh, he chose to jump for the beef and he failed. Oh my god. He went to jump for the beef. Oh my god, what an idiot. Can't believe he went to go jump for the beef. Oh no. Oh no. Now, I have already watched this myself, like from start to finish when it came out. Because when it came out, I saw clips of it on TikTok and I was like, oh shit, I saw clips of it on TikTok. I was like, oh, this is cool. I want to watch the rest of it. And I watched all of it in one sitting. Lore goes hard, it does. Automated, so true.
Let's go. Open up. It's time for parkour.
Alright, time for my mandatory parkour check. Let's get this over with.
You're late. You know the deal. You can do the 1-block jump for the raw chicken, or you can attempt the 1-block vertical jump for the beef.
Here
in Parkour Civilization, no one jumps to jump for the beef.
It's better to be safe and do the 1-block
I'm sorry.
for the chicken rather than risk your entire life for just half a hunger bar more.
Tomorrow, you better not be late, or
Oh
you'll be doing
my
2-block jumps as punishment.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I won't be late next time. Down here, us parkour noobs only get fed once a day. One piece of raw chicken is just enough to get you to the next day.
No!
But that's the life of Parkour Civilization. If you want to survive, you have to parkour. Every parkour noob has the same goal, and that's to make it to the top layer where all the parkour pros live.
I love how serious this is. I love how serious everything is for this. It's so great. I love it.
Parkour. The Temple of Parkour is the only structure in the
Oh
world
my
that
god.
combines the bottom layer to the top layer. To make it up, you have to do an impossibly hard parkour course that no parkour noob has ever completed. And that's assuming you even get the chance to complete the course. The inside of the temple is protected by a barrier, and the only way a parkour noob gets past the barrier is if they've earned a ticket. I never even tried getting a ticket before, but if I'm gonna rank up to a parkour pro one day, I'm gonna have to. In my neighborhood, pretty much everyone has fallen into the void and died, except for the guy who lives right next to me. He's been my neighbor for 5 years.
No!
I guess I have to change my statement. I now live in this neighborhood alone. In Parkour Civilization, only
He
parkour
lives
pros
alone
are
in a
allowed to
fucking
break or
neighborhood?
place
What?
blocks. For parkour noobs,
Did
it's
everyone just
strictly
die?
prohibited. And unfortunately, I found that out the hard way. A while ago, I was searching around and I somehow stumbled upon an oak log. No one has seen an oak log in years since trees don't exist in Parkour Civilization. So I had to try to take it.
Stop right now.
Oh no, I'm done for.
You really thought you could break that without me noticing? What, were you gonna try to cheat parkour?
No, sir, I didn't try to cheat. I just thought it would be super rare and I wanted to collect it.
Stop talking. Give me 2 jumps now.
2 jumps in a row? Okay, sorry, sir. I'll do it right now.
You know what? You seem a little too happy about 2. Let's make it 3.
Okay, I'll do 3.
You know what? Now let's make it 4 jumps in a row.
What the fuck?
In a row? Come on. In Parkour Civilization, it should be no surprise that all punishments were just more forms of parkour. And that was the last time I ever tried breaking a block.
You're lucky you got a light punishment. Don't forget
Oh
you're at the bottom,
my
so
god.
follow the rules.
It's safe to say that if you're at the bottom level of Parkour Civilization, it's not exactly the best. But not everything in Parkour Civilization is that bad. For example, I was able to use parkour to buy the biggest house in the neighborhood. In Parkour Civilization, literally everything is parkour, and that means parkour has replaced money.
We need to do a drinking stream where we watch this,
It's pretty
and
nice.
you
In
take a
Parkour
shot every time he
Civilization,
says the
all
word
you have to do to
parkour.
buy anything is
I
just
guarantee
make
you,
more parkour
you're gonna
jumps.
be
I'm not
knocked
really
out
sure
before
why
the
or
first
how
10 minutes of
parkour
this
works as a
of
currency,
this.
but all I
You're gonna
know
be
is I
knocked the
basically
fuck
bought a
out on
2-story
the
house for
ground,
free. Somehow
begging
when I
for
was buying
fucking
my house,
mercy.
I convinced myself to
Not
go for
even
the
10
ladder
minutes
jumps
in.
to buy the bigger house. In Parkour Civilization, parkour jumps with trickier items like ladders are worth more. That's why this jump basically bought me a mansion.
No way! Thank you for buying the big house. Let me take
Wow.
you right to it. Just follow me.
Let's
We
go.
can do that for your birthday
Oh,
stream.
this is awesome. I just bought my
You would
first
die of
house. All
alcohol
houses
poisoning in the
Parkour
first
Civilization
15
are
minutes?
pre-built, and they all have one thing in common.
Drunk
It's a
parkour stream?
requirement that every single house has a parkour jump inside to get to your bed.
That's
this is a way
bullshit.
to make sure everyone in Parkour Civilization parkours everywhere
No!
they go, even inside the house.
So,
What
this is
the
the neighborhood
hell?
you'll be living in. You're the only 2-story house here. So if you follow me, I'll give you a house tour.
You're trying to
So
kill us?
sick. That ladder
Absolutely.
jump literally made me the richest one in the neighborhood.
As you can see, you have a jump on the top floor and a jump on the bottom floor. Let me show you the upstairs, and then the house is all yours.
All right. I
Whoa,
mean, everything looks
that's
good. I
sick.
just have to do this jump to my bed. Yeah, I think I got everything figured out.
Perfect. Last thing, I just need to check if your parkour jump is good.
No.
How are you supposed to check if it's good? Wait, what the? Did this guy for real just jump off? I'm really confused. Is he alive? Why did he
I'm
do
German.
that?
I can
Alright,
handle
just
my
wanted to confirm
alcohol.
that your house is
I
ready to move in. The guy did in fact die, so everything should
I've
be good.
drank a little
Guy
bit in
seriously
my
died?
life.
Yeah, don't
I've
worry
drank a
about it.
little
It's
bit in
part
my
of the job.
life,
Enjoy
and
your
like
house.
one of
How
the
is that
times
a
I
part of the
drank
job?
a
What?
lot.
No one really
And
remembers
the
how
most I
parkour
got was, like, a
civilization
little
started.
tipsy.
Most of the parkour
But
noobs
I
down
drank a
here at
lot.
least
Like,
think
I
that
should
the
have
parkour
definitely
pros
been
were
a
the ones
lot
who
more
started
drunk
it.
than I
But
was.
the truth is, I think I was the one who started
and
it. For
I'm
some
pretty sure
reason,
that's 'cause I
can't
got
remember
German
the
in my
best, but
blood.
I'm pretty sure this is how the story went. Yo, see what? Yo. Hello? Bro, you think I could get a diamond real quick? I was mining for like 3 hours and I only found 2 diamonds. I just want to make a diamond pickaxe.
Sorry. Don't have any to spare.
Bro, come on, don't be like that. You were literally just holding one. Dude, just
He's
give me
in
one and I'll pay
you
you
were
back
literally
later.
just
I just
holding
need a
one.
pickaxe.
All right, fine. Give me
This
1 second.
motherfucker's
If you
in
want a
diamond armor,
you
you
gotta give me
greedy
something.
little
All right,
bastard.
watch out. Back up for 1 second.
I'll
Look,
drink with
if
you.
can make this
Oh my
4-block
god,
jump,
alcoholics.
I'll pay you 1 diamond.
Make this 4-block jump. Wait,
Beer or
why? Why are you gonna
liquor?
pay me to do parkour?
I
What do
drank
you
like
even
a
gain from this?
few glasses of
I
wine.
don't know. I've just never
I
seen
drank a
anyone do
Mike's
it
Hard
before.
Lemonade.
I'd pay
I
to see
drank
it done.
I drank like
Okay,
a
I'll take
little
the
bit of
offer.
whiskey and
Oh,
a
this is so
vodka
annoying.
coke.
All right, just give me a second. I know it's possible. I've done it before.
I told you, bro. It's not possible.
Just stop talking and
Like
watch.
it
I'm
was like
gonna
a
do it in,
lot
like,
all at
30
once,
seconds.
like within
And
the
there
matter
we
of
go.
like maybe like
Finally.
a
Look,
couple
I told you it was
hours.
possible.
No way. That was,
And it was,
actually
like-
incredible. All right,
I didn't get
well,
drunk.
I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Are you kidding?
Whoa.
Dude, totally. All right, I'll
He's
be
this
back
little
here tomorrow,
fucking
I guess.
parkour
And
whore.
This is basically how parkouring for money started. The next
my
day I
God.
showed up to Siwat's house. He offered me way more diamonds this time. and he
Whoa!
constructed an entire
Sugar
parkour course
daddy?
outside
Oh
of
my
his house to
God!
do. But little did we know that this parkour course would completely change the way that the world works. Soon after this
Oh.
event, the parkour
I
civilization
want to be someone's
began.
little
Now that
sugar
I think about
baby,
it,
or I
there's kind
just
of an
jump
unexplainable
for them
gap
all the
between
time.
those events and now, but oh well.
Parkour check time. You got 30 seconds.
Another beautiful morning, and I have to parkour for some more raw chicken that will make me starve even more.
Oh my
all right,
God.
I'm here.
1 block for raw chicken, 1 block vertical for beef. What are you choosing today?
Oh my god, he's gonna go for the beef, isn't
Considering
he?
my neighbor just died for going for the beef, I'm just gonna go with the chicken again.
Keep
No.
in mind, there's a ticket event today. It's gonna be about 200 blocks west.
This was huge news. If there actually was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef. Ticket events are usually far away, and I would starve by the time I got there
I don't
if
get
I
it.
chose
Are
the
you
chicken.
German?
But
I
luckily,
think
I got
so.
the beef.
I don't know,
way.
we're gonna
You
see in a
made
few
that
weeks.
Jump? You might become a parkour
I did a
pro
DNA
one
test.
Wait,
And
you
I'm
really
waiting
think
to
I
get
could
the
rank
results
up to be
back.
a
They said
parkour
I'll get
pro?
them on the
day. Not a
23rd.
chance. You're a parkour noob. You guys never rank up.
It's
So
important
we're
to
gonna
know that
see
parkour
what I
pros
got
have
in me.
really big egos, and they like to put down the parkour noobs. This was an important day. This was only the second time I've jumped for the beef, and now I have a chance to earn a ticket.
Divine, you're
The
an
ticket
idiot.
events are
I
so
literally
risky because
listed
they're
everything
located
I
so
got.
far
A
away.
few
If I
glasses
wasn't
of
paying
wine,
attention,
a Mike's
I
Hard
could miss just
Lemonade, a
one of
vodka
these
coke,
one-block
and a
jumps, and my
whiskey,
entire
all
chances
within
of
2
becoming
hours.
a parkour pro would be over.
You're stupid.
But luckily, I made it to the ticket event. When I got here, there were only 3 parkour noobs in line to do the parkour course. Most noobs don't even show up for
Is
the
this Parkour
courses anymore,
Civilization?
because
Of
if you
course
miss
it is.
one jump, you end
What?
up like this guy. And that's the price you
No.
pay if you want a ticket to be a parkour pro.
Oh
I watched
my
as
God.
the second noob fell to the void. Hey man, do you
Oh
think you
no.
could go already?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous I'm gonna fall.
Happy
No, you
early
don't need to be
birthday, thank
nervous.
you.
I'm sure you're fine. Oh,
Oh.
shoot. Okay. Never mind then. Before going
No.
for it, I wanted to study the parkour course.
Also, we should
Nervous
go
I'm
back.
gonna
Is that the pedo bear? Do you guys remember the pedo bear? Like the... Do you guys remember the pedo bear song? I think that's the pedo bear skin. I don't think they realized what it was.
fall.
No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh,
Oh, no.
shoot. Okay. Never mind then. Before going for it, I wanted to study the parkour course. You see, every week the ticket challenge changes, and it's
Oh my
completely random.
God.
And this week's course was extremely difficult. There was a
Oh my
2-block jump
God,
to get to
no.
the ticket, and if you get it, a 2-block jump to get out of it. Here's the thing about parkour civilization. Parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Check this
For
out.
real?
If I do a parkour jump with the 360, will you replace one of the 2-block jumps with a 1-block jump?
You want to do a 1-block jump with a 360? Fine. There's no way you're gonna make it, but I'll accept.
Let's go, the parkour
Let's
pro
watch
accepted
this.
by bribe. And now I have another problem. I have to do a 360? Have I even done this before? Whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. Please make it.
Whoa!
No way. I actually did it.
Oh my
All right,
God.
deal's a deal, right?
I'm not gonna lie. That was the coolest thing I've seen a parkour noob do. Well, the deal's a deal. Here you go.
Let's go. Now there was only one 2-block jump in the course.
Still gotta make the
Let's
first
go,
2-block
dude. He
jump,
did it.
noob.
Yeah, whatever. Just let me do the course, bro. This was my best chance to finally
the
earn a
fries in
ticket.
the
If I
bag, bro.
actually get this ticket, I could access the parkour temple and make my way up into a better life as a parkour pro. There was no turning back now. I had to start the course. Most parkour noobs aren't experienced with diagonal jumps, but somehow I got
What?
past it. And now was the 2-block jump. This was life or death. I closed my eyes and I went for it. I expected to be falling
did it.
thousands
Let's
of feet
go.
per second into
Oh
the
my
void,
God.
but to my surprise, I was standing on the
Let's
platform
go. He
with
got the ticket? Oh
and
my
thanks
God.
to the deal I made with
He's
the Parkour
goated.
Pro, I only had a 1-block jump to get out of the course. This was life-changing. This was the first time I've ever received a ticket to access the Parkour Temple, and I promised myself that I wasn't gonna waste it. I made my way over to the Parkour Temple. I was in a good spot. I had 3 full hunger bars, which is the most hunger a parkour noob can have. This was it. There was no better time, no more perfect time to try making the parkour course to rank up to a parkour pro. I walked up to the hoppers in the ground and I threw in my ticket. After a few seconds, the invisible barrier that guards the parkour temple was down. And now, of course, I had to make sure I didn't fail the 1-block jump to actually get inside the temple. I made the 1-block jump successfully,
Let's go,
and now
dude.
I was officially inside the temple. This was it. This was the moment I've been waiting for my entire life. This was the parkour course that no parkour noob has ever beaten. If you miss any
Parkour.
of these
He just
jumps,
keeps
you'll either
saying
die from
parkour,
fall damage
parkour,
or
parkour,
fall
parkour.
directly into
Parkour,
the void.
parkour,
But I've
parkour.
come too far, and
I'm
I've
gonna lose it. I'm
practiced
gonna
too
lose it. I'm
much to
actually
have
gonna
that
lose it.
happen.
He
I
keeps
wasn't
saying
just gonna be
parkour.
another
Oh
parkour
my
noob
God.
that fails this course. I was gonna be the first one to rank up to become a parkour pro. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts now.
Hey, wake up. You want a chance to eat today or what?
No!
All right, let's get this over with.
Let's go. Hurry up and do the parkour, noob.
Down here in parkour prison, even the cells have 1-block jumps. If you miss a single jump, or if a parkour pro catches you not jumping for 30
So it's like, it's very obvious that it's like, so
seconds,
like these were like all like basically 10-minute videos that he uploaded that like it ended
Parkour
like
pro
when he
starts
jumped right
now.
here, right? And then it cuts to black, and then it's like the next 10-minute episode started. So all of these are just like a bunch of 10-minute episodes they made, all combined into like one giant thing. And so it's like whenever it starts, it's like he has the exact
Hey,
same
wake
introduction
up.
he has,
You want a chance to eat
like
today
as
or what?
before.
All right, let's get
Here in
this over
parkour
with.
prison,
Let's go.
you have to jump for
Hurry up and
everything.
do the parkour, noob.
Down
Ow.
here in parkour prison, even the cells have 1-block jumps. If you miss a single jump, or if a parkour pro catches you not jumping for 30 seconds, you'll be thrown into the lava.
All right, I gotta ask. Do you want to do a diagonal jump to reduce your prison sentence time?
Most parkour noobs would never take this deal. Diagonal jumps are just not worth the risk. But I wasn't just gonna sit in parkour prison my entire life. If there was any chance I could get out sooner,
Whoa.
I was gonna take it.
That
When's
was
my birthday? The
unexpected.
15th.
Congrats! You've earned 1 day off your prison time. That means you go
Wow.
from 49 years and 320 days to 49 years and 319 days left.
And this is how my life is gonna be for the next 49 years in parkour prison. That
Oh,
is, unless I
no.
find a way to get to that portal
49
and make
years
my
in
way
parkour
back to
prison?
parkour civilization.
No.
Parkour prison is located directly under the bottom layer of parkour
I wouldn't have made that, I know.
If
I
a
wouldn't have
parkour
either.
noob misses any jump, they fall into the void and end up here. And the only way back to civilization is to spend 50 years here without failing a jump. Before I was sent here, I never knew this place existed. And I was so close to becoming a parkour pro. My entire life, I've been training for one goal, and that's to go to
The worst
Temple
part
of
about,
Parkour
like,
and
this, like,
complete the
Parkour
impossible
Civilization
course
series
to rank up to
is that
become
it's
a parkour
actually,
pro.
like,
I had
just
everything. I
interesting
earned the
enough
ticket to get inside the
for
temple,
you to
and
wanna,
I had
like,
enough
sit
food
down
to
and
make the
watch it.
journey.
It's
But
like-
when the time came,
It's
I
so
failed the first
cheesy,
jump.
it's so
And now I'm
stupid, and it's like
dead.
brain rot, but
What
it's like
the- where am
it's
I?
actually
Welcome to
well
Parkour
made.
Prison, or as most noobs call
It's
it,
like
their
in like a
worst
weird
nightmare.
way. I
You'll
hate
just
it.
Follow me, I'll take you right to your cell.
parkour prison? What is this place?
Oh
I
my
don't get
God.
it. How am I still alive?
Hey, and just make sure you don't miss any of these one-block jumps, because if you fall in the lava, you will die for real this time.
What?
Oh, yeah, not a problem.
No.
I've never missed a one-block jump in my life. What I didn't get is why parkour prison existed. Instead of letting the parkour noobs just fall into the
That's
void,
so bad,
somehow
but so
this
good at the same
massive
time.
structure
It's
was
so
made
good, I
under the
love it.
void to catch us. But why?
Alright, noob, this is your cell. Go on in.
All of the cells in parkour prison
Is
were
that a girl
separated
over
by
there?
a 3-block gap, meaning
I
once
need
I
her.
went inside
She
this
needs
cell,
me.
I would never be able to escape. But that wasn't gonna stop me from trying.
Make sure you're doing at least one jump in your cell every 30 seconds. If one of us catches you not jumping, you're not making it out of here.
Just minutes before this, I was about to rank up to be a parkour pro, and now I'm in the most dangerous place in parkour civilization. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only noob right now in parkour prison. My guess is most of them by now fell in the lava. Wait, there's
Probably.
actually someone here. Let's go, I'm not alone down here.
Oh, it's not a
Wait,
girl.
why does
That
this guy
sucks.
look familiar? He's been my neighbor for 5 years.
No.
Why did he try going for the beef? No way, it is my neighbor. Wow, I'm so glad I'm not
No.
alone down here. No! Dude, what is wrong with this guy? All right, he has to be doing it on purpose at this point.
Did he just
The only
kill
thing
himself?
that's better about parkour prison is they feed us fish instead of raw chicken.
Hey, noob, let's go. You've been selected for parkour testing. Be down there in 30 seconds.
No.
And this is one of the not so good parts about prison, the random parkour testing. Bro, wait, you didn't even fill in this gap. Ah, man, now I gotta do another 1-block jump. If you're a prisoner here, the only thing you hope for is that you don't get selected for random parkour testing. Every few days, the pros will pick a noob at random
Panky
to
is
test
disappointed
out a
about
new course
penis.
they've
What's
built.
going
This
on?
time, the
Fuck
course I was
you.
selected for had fence parkour.
I don't
If
want
I failed
men.
to
I
make
only
this
want
1-block
women
fence
today.
jump, I wouldn't be coming back.
Let's go. We don't have all day. Get on the course.
Men,
Yes, sir.
you,
I'm
gross.
going right
I
now.
could
The
never.
worst part about these random courses is that they intentionally use harder blocks for the jumps. The pros know
This
that
is so
the noobs have
intense.
almost no experience with fence jumps, but they build them anyways.
Alright, testing complete. Back to your cell in 30 seconds.
By some miracle, I was able to get past this week's random testing course. But what about the next
Wow.
week or the week
He's
after
so
that? There's
good.
gonna be some day when they build a jump that I can't do, and I need to get out of here before that happens. Luckily, I've been thinking of a plan to make my escape. Back in parkour civilization, I used parkour to bribe one of the pros, and now I was gonna do it again. Hey, guard!
What do you want, noob?
I got something to
Wasn't
show
he
you.
the guy
Can you
that
come
fell
over
through
here?
his house?
This better be worth my time, or I'm not feeding you tomorrow. Okay, what?
Oh, nothing really. I just wanted to ask you if I could pay you in
It's so
3
tense.
diagonal
Unplug
jumps in
on
a
my
row
chair.
for 5 minutes of free time?
3 in a row?
Yep, 3 in a row. What do you think?
You're definitely not making that. But it's not like I care anyways. Sure.
Like always, parkour can be used to get out of any situation. But now I had one chance to make 3 diagonal jumps in a row, or else I was
okay.
dead. Come on. One,
One,
two,
two.
3.
Whoa!
No way.
Oh,
I
let's
actually did
go!
Okay,
I
5
love
minutes of free
how
time,
anytime
but you better
I
be
love
back
the
in your
vines
cell by
from
the
sound
time I
effect
get
that
back.
happens.
The bribe worked.
Whenever he
now,
does
I had 5 minutes
something,
to roam around
like,
parkour prison
just
to
to
see if I could
emphasize
find a way
anything,
to
or,
escape.
like, find
I had
him.
no clue what was going to happen to me after I escaped, but I didn't have time to think about that right now. When I jumped around the prison, I noticed someone doing the random testing course.
They're
Wait,
gonna die,
is
right?
that who I think it is?
It's
No,
the
you don't
pro
need to
bear.
be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh, no way. It is the guy who failed the ticket event in front of me. That guy was nice. I hope he clutches up these glass jumps and makes
gonna
it back
die,
to
right?
civilization. Oh,
Yep.
something was strange about this testing course. Why were they using glass for parkour? Glass jumps aren't even a thing at the parkour noob level. If noobs have never done glass jumps, why would they use them to test the jumps?
We're
I just
watching a
gotta
god
get out of
game.
here.
I bet
Let's
you're
fight
trying to
orange
think of a plan
juices.
to escape, right?
What?
What?
Escape? What are you talking about?
No,
I
he would
never
never.
try to escape.
You're not? I was gonna take you to the portal, but if you don't want to,
This obviously seems like you're trying to set me up.
it's not a setup. No one says you have to stay here. You can leave at any time. Just follow me and I'll take you there.
I'm
What?
99% sure I'm being led into a trap, but it doesn't matter. If he gets me close to the portal, I'll try to improvise.
There's no way,
If this guard was
right?
leading me into a trap, I couldn't see what it was. He was already getting me so close to the portal. At this point, I was just gonna have to take a chance and hope that he was telling me the truth. I was now 5 blocks away from going back to parkour
There's no
civilization.
way, right?
You can leave now if you accept the terms that you can never earn a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro for the rest of your life.
Wait, you're saying if I go back to to Parkour Civilization now, I can never be a parkour pro?
It's
That's
not a
correct.
setup,
Or
sure,
you can
buddy.
wait out the
It's
remainder
not.
of your 49 years here in prison.
So this was the catch. I could leave parkour prison right now, but in return, I could never become a parkour pro. Or I
Parkour
could try to
Civilization is
survive
peak.
here
I
for
love
another
Parkour
49 years.
Civilization.
It wasn't worth it to stay. I needed to get out of here. Okay, I've made my decision. I'm gonna go back.
So you accept.
I hate
Good
how
luck.
good it is.
This
I
is
hate
it.
how
The work was
unironically
done.
good
I
this
escaped
is.
parkour prison, but at what cost?
Let's go,
Leaving
dude.
now
He escaped
meant that I
parkour
would
prison.
be a noob for the rest of my life. When I went
Imagine
through the
doing this for
portal, I
every
was
time
brought
they
back
say
into
parkour. You
parkour
take. I literally
civilization.
said
The portal
that
spawned me
when
at
this
the entrance
started.
of the Temple of
I literally
Parkour.
said
This
that
was
bar for
probably
bar,
the last
like,
time I would ever step
I said
foot in
that
this
already.
temple. I had my chance
Actually.
to rank up to become a pro, and I failed. Now I can never earn a ticket ever again. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Now I can just go back to my ordinary life in parkour
Oh my
civilization.
God.
You
I
know,
wanna see
now
it,
that I
please
think
no.
about it, it's not the worst situation in the
Oh,
world. I mean,
no.
at least I still have my mansion. Wait, who is this?
What?
I still own this house, right?
No, you don't. This house no longer belongs to you.
What?
This parkour noob just purchased this new mansion, so you'll have to leave now.
Wait. This guy just bought my house? How can he do that?
Well, you fell and went to parkour prison, so you lost the house. When you were down there, this parkour noob bought it.
Bro, really?
That's
wow, so I
awful.
really don't own this house anymore.
I'd kill
well,
myself.
This guy can enjoy.
Okay, it's for sale now.
Let's go so I can move back into my house?
After
Imagine
you
if
buy
this
it again,
was IRL.
sure.
Someone
Wait,
just
really?
buys your
Are
house.
you serious? I have to buy it again? I went back
You
to the
leave
shop
state
to
for
go
a
buy
few
my
days
mansion
and
again,
the
but while I
government's
was
like,
at
yeah, you
Parkour
actually
prison,
don't own
something
your
bad
house.
happened. The prices for houses in my neighborhood went way up. Now, if I wanted to buy my mansion, I would
What?
have had to pay for it with a 2-block jump.
What?
It was too risky. I was gonna have to find somewhere else to live. Fortunately, I found another shop that was selling wood houses. A bit of a downgrade from the stone house, but it was all I could afford. I could either do a 1-block fence jump for a small house or a 1.5-block stair jump for a large house. I figured if I'm gonna be living on the noob level for my entire life, I might as well buy the big house.
That's
Luckily,
expensive,
escaping parkour prison gave me the confidence to make the jump easily. Now, I got a
Yeah,
mansion
personally,
in a new
I'd kill
neighborhood
myself if
where,
someone,
not to my
like, bought my
surprise,
house like
everyone
this.
fell into the void, so it's just me living here. The house is definitely a bit of a downgrade from my previous mansion, but it's still a 2-story house, and it has a painting,
Wow.
which is something you don't really see that often in parkour civilization. I just
Wow.
keep wondering what my life would have been like if I actually made it to the pro
You
civilization.
think he could break down his
Now,
house
I
and
don't
get
think I'll ever figure
get
out what it
blocks
looks
for
like
it?
up there. I just wish that. Whoa!
Whoa!
What was that? When I went
Secret
to sit in my
painting?
chair, I backed up against the wall, and there was nothing behind me. This
Whoa.
painting was covering something. I
Oh my
walked through
God.
the painting, and it revealed a secret door. For some reason, this house I bought had some hidden passage. Whoever made this was obviously
What?
trying to hide something. But what was it? There was a ladder that led to the bottom floor, and when I got down
Whoa.
there, I found a man.
There's a whole person
Somehow
down
there was
here.
already
What?
someone living here. By their leather boots, I could tell it was a
No.
parkour noob. This was obviously some mistake. I went to go leave, but then
Wait! Don't leave!
the man spoke to me. He said he's been watching me.
I watched you enter the Temple of Parkour. I think you have what it takes to rank up.
I'm sorry, man. I think you're confused. I can never earn a ticket anymore. I'm gonna be a parkour noob forever.
No, there is still a way I can get you a ticket.
What?
Wait. What are
Hey,
you
Panky.
talking
Hello,
about?
When I
hello.
was younger, I earned myself a
I
ticket,
am willing to
but I
bet
never
a
used
large.
it. Instead,
I'm willing to
I
bet
hid
a
it
large
far,
chunk of
far
money
away.
The old
that
man
Parkour
said it wasn't
Civilization
his
is gonna
destiny
be
to rank up
better
to be a
than
pro,
the
but it
Minecraft
was
movie.
mine. He brought out a
Why is
compass
this better
and he
than
threw it
most
to me. He
TV?
told me that if I followed this compass, I'll find the hidden ticket. This was the second chance I was
Oh
looking for.
my
I
God.
had no way of knowing whether the old man was telling the truth or not.
Parkour
but at this point,
Civilization
I had
is
nothing to
unironically
lose.
really
Maybe this
good.
works, maybe it doesn't. All I know is that I wasn't done with Parkour Civilization just yet.
Is there a
Come on,
punish Steve
just
too?
one jump at a time, and I should be
What
there
does
soon.
this-
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, this can't be good.
This is a parkour checkpoint. Why do you want to leave parkour civilization?
If the pro found out why I was really out here, I might
Practice.
go back to parkour prison. I was gonna need an excuse.
TV is brain rot for
I
boomers.
just wanted to practice my 2-block jumps.
Listen, noob. Out there, you'd never survive. Besides, what do you need to practice for? You can never rank up, buddy.
Despite my convincing story, it didn't work. I was in big trouble now. Following this compass is the only possible way I can make it up to the parkour pro
Think you just jump
civilization.
around
I
it?
was gonna have to try something else.
I told you to go home.
What if I paid you with a backwards jump?
A backwards jump?
What?
Okay, at least he's listening, and now I get one chance at this. Oh,
Whoa!
oh my god, I actually
Oh my
made it.
God!
That was crazy.
Wait.
Dude, he backed
No,
up
that
on
was
it.
crazy. Move aside and let me try this.
You got it. Just make sure you jump far enough. Oh, shoot.
No!
That was not my plan. I thought he was just gonna let me pass.
How the fuck are
alright,
you in
well, I guess that
parkour
works.
civilization?
Now that I made it past the parkour checkpoint, it was time to
trying,
go
we're
searching
trying.
for the hidden ticket. That's assuming that the ticket I'm looking for is even real. After the mysterious old man gave me this compass and told me that it would lead to a ticket to rank up to Parkour Pro
Oh my God.
Civilization, I immediately started preparing for the journey because this time I wasn't gonna fail. The biggest problem I had to solve was my food supply. Parkour noobs only get fed once a day, and if this compass was taking me far away, there was no way I would survive on the raw chicken. So for the past week, I've been doing the beef jump every single morning, and for the rest of the day, I tried not to parkour at all so I could save the food. But that's when I almost got caught.
Hold up, what was that sound?
Oh no, I'm starving. This isn't
Ouch.
good.
Why are you taking damage? Are you starving?
Starving? No, I'm just in pain because I love parkour so much and I wish I could do it all the time.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, love hurts. Well, I hope you feel better.
By some miracle, the
Oh,
parkour
what?
pro bought my excuse. If the pro stayed around
Pro
for
would've
any
played
longer,
in
I might have
cuddles?
starved
What does
to
this
death.
mean?
I had to eat the piece of beef that I
Paid
just
in
jumped
cuddles,
for,
you
but
mean?
it didn't matter. I had already prepared enough. By rationing my food, I was able to save up 4 pieces of beef for the journey. I had no clue whether this would
4
be enough
entire
food
pieces
to
of
survive
beef?
the
Oh my
trip,
God.
but the old man said I had everything I needed, so I guess I was just gonna have to trust him again. Now it was time to go searching for the ticket. Crossing this line of stone means I'm heading into the parkour outskirts. No noob, including myself, has ever
we
been
go.
out here, and probably for a good reason. All I know is that the
Why are
further
the
away you
instructors
get
so
in parkour
stupid?
civilization, the
Look.
more dangerous the jumps
Look.
become. Already, I was starting
Just
to
don't
see
ask,
huge chunks
okay?
of parkour missing. No one knows how the outskirts came to be like this, or at least no one down here knows. Unfortunately, the compass kept taking me further and further away from parkour civilization.
Oh, no.
The old man must have hid the ticket out here knowing that no parkour pro would ever go this deep to
Your
retrieve
Discord
it.
invite
I was
is
running out of
expired?
time. I had
Uh,
already been jumping for
is
hours,
it?
and now I'm down to 1 piece of raw beef left. And still, I found nothing.
I'll check it
That was
later.
until I saw something in the distance. I had no way of knowing, but I had a feeling that this was what I was looking for. In all my time here in parkour civilization, I have never seen anything like this. This couldn't be a coincidence.
Is that a hint
Which
of
means I
parkour
was
war?
gonna have to go
Was there a
parkour to the
parkour
top.
war? Oh
I
my
haven't
God.
really prepared for anything like this. Vertical jumps don't exist naturally down here. The only place I've seen vertical jumps is when I jump for food. Luckily, I made it to the top without falling into the void. I didn't see anything at first glance, but when I pulled out my compass, I was in the right place. I didn't get it. The compass was pointing me to the exact block I
Does
was
he dig
standing on.
down?
The ticket should be here, unless
Supposed to
the
dig
old
down,
man
right?
hid the ticket out of sight and put it underground. If I
Whoa.
broke this grass block and a parkour pro catches me, I would for sure be going back to prison for life this time. But if I'm gonna have any
Hey, he
shot
doesn't
at
want
making
you
it
in
up to the
particular.
parkour
So
pro
true.
civilization, I'm gonna take that chance.
Should I spoil
Well,
the
here goes
ending?
nothing.
Don't
I
spoil the
broke
ending
block,
for everyone
and
else.
underground
I've
there
watched
was a
this entire
chest.
thing.
I
I'm showing
couldn't
it to
believe
chat
I'd
and
actually found
rewatching
the
it.
ticket. But when I opened the chest, something was wrong. There was no ticket to be found. Just
Barrier.
a barrier. The old man lied to me. There was no ticket to get up to the pro civilization. Why would he send me all the way out here to get a barrier block? This didn't make any sense. The old man knew I would
First thing
risk
I
my
hear you do is
entire life for a
stretching.
ticket,
Well,
but he set me up.
I
there
do
had
love
to
my
be some
stretching.
explanation for this. Well, if I'm lucky to survive the trip back, I can ask him why he sent me all the way out
Why did
here
he get
just
rid of the
to get a
dirt block? He coulda
barrier
used
block,
it. That
which is
idiot.
also illegal to
You
have.
fool.
By some miracle, I made it back to the parkour checkpoint without falling.
Hey, you. You were the last one to see the pro stationed here. What happened to him?
Oh, well, I showed him a backwards jump and then he tried it for himself and then fell.
You? A backwards jump? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, now I have to try. So you just go backwards?
Oh.
Oh,
and he's
no.
gone too. Am I gonna be blamed for this? Fortunately, I made it back to my house and no parkour pro has caught me with the barrier block. Now it's time to ask this old
Oh,
man why in the
no.
world he sent me out there to retrieve this. All right, bro, are you gonna explain to me why the
What?
the? When I got down to the basement, the old man was nowhere
What?
to be found.
Did he
All that
kill
was left
himself?
was a hole in
No.
the ground. Did he jump into the void on purpose?
Did he kill
I
himself?
don't understand what's
No.
going on. But that's when I paid attention to the item that was left on the ground. I knew what it was before I even picked it up.
No, old
It
Steve.
was a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro. The old
No.
man had it on him the entire time, but still sent me to retrieve the barrier block? The old man wanted me to find this barrier for a reason. And now, this
He
was
needs
the
to
sign
eat.
that
You
I was
need to
ready
eat,
to
little
rank
bro.
up to
Eat.
become a parkour pro. It was time to head to the parkour temple. I made my way back to the place that I never thought I'd step foot in again. The place where no parkour noob
This is
in
the first thing I
history
see
has
when
ever
opening
made it out
Twitch.
alive.
Yeah,
I went
and it's
ahead and
peak.
ate my last piece of beef.
The
Just like
ticket
last
looks
time,
like a
I was
used
in such a
condom.
perfect spot.
Yeah,
3
I could
full
say the
bars of
same
hunger
thing
is
about
exactly
you.
what
You
I
look
need
like
to
you
make
used
it to
condom
the
Divine
top.
Fish.
The barrier guarding the temple was up, so I threw
But
in my
chat
ticket,
doesn't get
and
it.
the entrance to the parkour
Parkour
temple was now
Parkour
open. All I had to
Civilization's
do now
peak.
was do something that I totally never do, and that's fail 1-block jumps. Okay, I made the first jump. That's always a good sign. This time around was different. I wasn't gonna let the pressure get to me. I was gonna be the first noob to ever rank up to the pro civilization. Ah, no. Looking at this jump is giving me flashbacks. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts now. No, this time was different. I successfully made the first jump, and for the first time in my life, I was actually on the parkour course. Now, all I had to do was just take it one jump at a time. The first section was the stone blocks. So far, I've only encountered
I just
one
want to
block
know
vertical
how
jumps,
long it
but they
took
were
them to
nothing I
like
couldn't
make
handle.
this.
Even though I had been on the course for a
I
good
just
amount
really
of time,
wanna
I was
know.
still ways away from making it to the top. After I passed the stone block section,
Dude,
I
he's
moved on
amazing.
to the
Dude,
stone
he's
slab
insane.
section.
He's
Slabs
insane
aren't too
with it.
common in the noob level of parkour civilization, but luckily this section wasn't too hard. But it was the next section I was worried about, the stair jumps. This next jump I had to complete was by far the hardest jump I've ever seen. It was a 2-block jump, but I had to go up half a block. But I didn't come all this way to give up. I went for the jump, but I jumped too early. I thought this was it, but by some miracle, a block below me broke my fall, and I only took 2.5 hearts of damage. But that was too close to call. If I was even the slightest bit off,
Technoblade
I
was
could have been
nothing
all the way
compared to
down
this.
there in
True,
the void.
dude.
On
Technoblade
my
was
second
nothing.
time around, I made the jump. That stair jump essentially marked the end of the stair section, and now I was on the stone walls. Walls were almost never seen at the noob level, but fortunately, I didn't see anything bigger than a 1-block jump for the rest of the way. All I had to do was sneak and stay on the course, and that's when I got to the point when the jump stopped. I was so high off the ground now, but I knew I was at the end. I climbed up the stairs until I was face to face with the entrance to the parkour pro civilization. This was it. I was about to be the first noob in history to rank up. But then the realization hit me. The last jump to get to the parkour pro civilization was a 3-block jump. It was impossible. This was why no noob has ever ranked up to become a pro. The course was impossible to begin with. But then I remembered the barrier. This is what the old man wanted me to use it for. He knew the course was impossible, and he wanted to give me a chance to rank up. I placed down the barrier block, and I made the 2-block jump. I did it.
Oh my God.
Did it. I was
He
the
did it.
first noob in history to ever complete this course. No one at the bottom level knows what society is like up here, and I was gonna be the first one to figure it out. What was it gonna be like? Was I actually gonna be able to see the sky? Well, I guess we'll find out. I walked up to the stone walls, and the doors opened, revealing a room I've never seen anything like before. I turned the corner, and I saw a parkour pro just standing there. Hi.
What the? Who are you? Where did you come from? I'm the only one working here.
I came from the noob level. I just
Dude, he
beat
ranked
the
up.
course and
Dude, this
ranked
is
up.
hype,
Wow,
actually.
I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to do here. Just go over there and throw your leather boots in the lava.
All right, time to get my iron boots.
Big
Yes,
boss.
sir. One ranked up. A noob by the name of Evbo. Yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on him.
And that was it.
Oh,
that was the
no.
last time I would ever wear leather boots again for the rest of my life.
there
From
we
the
go.
looks of it, I only had one more lava jump to go. But this time, there were dispensers. I backed up and jumped over the lava,
Whoa!
and I was equipped with iron boots.
He's a
I was
parkour pro now.
officially
Oh my
a
God.
Parkour pro. After I went through, I saw one more jump that
Oh
led
my
to some
God,
barrels.
dude, he's
What is this
goated.
for?
He's
It's
goated
for
with
food.
the sauce.
You only have to pay 1 jump for 2 steak here.
Only a 1-block jump for food? That's amazing. I opened the barrel to see something that I've never seen before.
Cooked
Cooked
steak?
meat? In all of these. In my entire life living on the noob level, I've never seen a piece of cooked beef. And now, as a parkour pro,
This
I could
shit has
fully
never been.
replenish
Dude,
my
it's
hunger
never
bar,
been
and
seen
that meant
before.
I could sprint now.
These poor
Oh,
people
man,
have never
this is
seen cooked
crazy.
steak. Oh my God.
Congratulations on becoming a parkour pro. You can now head up those steps and begin your life in parkour pro civilization.
Those were the exact words I wanted to hear. This is it. When I walk up these steps, I will be at the top level of parkour civilization. When I walked into the temple, I immediately saw massive statues. These statues looked like they were showing the parkour noobs and the parkour pros. They even had their boots on. This place is insane. I've never seen anything
Turn around.
like this. I mean, look at these statues. What the? Gold
boots?
Who wears gold boots? This
What?
doesn't make any sense. What is this?
Whoa.
Am I not at
Diamond
the top
boots?
of parkour civilization?
Hey, Parkour delivery.
He's not at
Let's
the
go,
top.
My parkour
No.
delivery is here. Now that I'm a parkour pro, I can get parkour delivered to my house.
Hey, did you
What?
order parkour construction to this house?
Yes, sir, that's me. I ordered
This
the,
is peak
6
fiction.
block tall
Nothing will
slime
ever
jump
beat
to my
this.
bedroom.
Sounds good. Where do you want it built?
Let's see. I think this would be a good place for it. You
Crazy.
think you can build it right there?
Oh, sure. I can make that happen.
To think just a few days ago I was a parkour noob and now I'm getting custom parkour jumps installed in my house is crazy.
This look good?
Yep, I think it's perfect.
Wow.
Hey,
Oh
thanks,
my
man,
God.
for parkouring all the way out
This
here.
is so
sure.
sick.
You got my payment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was 4 1 blocks in a row, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
dude, he was going
And my tip?
crazy.
Your tip?
Really? Don't tell me you thought you weren't gonna tip me.
If you're a parkour pro, it's always expected that you tip when you buy something.
Oh,
I
no.
hope I make this. Oh, that was close.
Oh, wow. A 360? Yeah, you're good, man. Thanks.
And like most things
Yeah,
in
you're getting
parkour
something,
civilization, the way you tip is with more parkour. Luckily, I survived that payment for the jump installed in my house.
That was
If I
kinda
missed
stressful
any one
seeing
of those
him, like,
jumps,
turn
I
around
would've
like that. I
fallen
was like,
back
oh my
down to
God,
the
no.
parkour noob level, and my journey to become a pro would have been for nothing. But I won't say it wasn't worth it because now
I can't
can
handle this
practice
pure
slime
display
jumps
of
anytime I
skill.
want inside of my house. And this is how my new life is as a pro in parkour civilization. No parkour noob at the bottom level knows what life is like up here, except I was the only one to rank up and become a part of parkour society. to
Parkour
rank up to a
whores.
parkour
Dude,
pro,
I
I
wanna
had
be
to be
some
the
sort
first
of
noob in
parkour whore.
history to beat an impossible parkour
Please.
course. When I got to the top, I got my iron boots and I was officially a pro. I thought I had made it. I thought I was at the top of
This
parkour
is so
civilization,
interesting.
but that's when I
Unironically,
realized
it's
I
good.
truly knew nothing about the world I was living in. My journey to getting to the top of
This is
parkour civilization
scary.
wasn't even close to being done. Now, I was about to discover what life was like on the second layer of parkour civilization. At the parkour pro level, everywhere you look is a 2-block jump. When I was a parkour noob, I thought 2-block jumps were extremely hard, but now that I could sprint, I realized they were almost like 1-block jumps. Something about the pro level felt different. Maybe it was the fact that when I was a noob,
2-block
I would
jumps for
see
everything
dirt
is
in the sky,
crazy,
but now there's
actually.
nothing
That's so
above
fucked
me.
up.
And that's when I looked back at the parkour temple. There was still a world above me, and now it was
Oh,
way higher up.
no.
But there was something else that was different. I was staring down at the house I used to live in. When I was down on the noob level, I would look up and all I would see is dirt. But somehow on the pro level, I could look down, and I could only assume that
fact
the
he
same
speaks
goes
with
for the
that
layer
very
above me.
normal
Now that I was
voice.
adjusted to my surroundings, it was time to go searching for a place to buy a house. That was assuming that life still worked like that up here. When I took a look around, all I saw were the same identical buildings. Maybe this time I wouldn't be getting a mansion. But that's when I found a building that looked different, and it definitely didn't look like a house. When I walked inside the building, sure enough, it
where
was
you
a
go to
shop
buy a
to buy a
house.
new house.
Hey, aren't you the noob who ranked up?
That would be me.
Oh yeah, I thought it was you. I'm selling houses today. Choose one you want to buy.
Let's go. It's time to buy my first house as a parkour pro. Let's see what these prices are. I can get one house for a 2-block jump. Oh, that's super cheap. All right, what is this one over here? I can get one house for a 2.5
No emotion yet,
block
so
jump.
much.
Okay, that's a little more expensive. And this last one is one house for a 3-block. Wait, why are these all the same? All of these options are for the same house.
Oops, busted. I was trying to get a little more
Is
profit.
that the guy from
Why would
prison?
anyone
It
fall
is.
for that? Since there was only one house to buy, I obviously went with the cheapest option and bought my first house with
Boom,
a
let's
2-block
go.
jump.
Congrats on buying your first house as a parkour pro. Let me take you to it.
Let's go. Since all the houses were identical, it was no surprise that I got one that looked like this.
You're all set to move in. Feel free to call the parkour delivery service if you want your jumps changed.
Wow, that
Parkour
sucks.
delivery service? Let's go. Being a parkour pro is awesome. The living room in my house had 2 1-block jumps.
It is the
and the
guy from
entire
prison.
house itself was 3 stories tall. Looks like 3
Whoa.
jumps to get to my bed on the top floor.
Hey, it's your neighbor. Can I come in?
Oh,
Who
sure.
is this little queer?
Thanks. You're that F-boat guy, right? You're the noob who beat the course and
That's the
ranked up.
darling in the
yeah,
Frank
that's
skin.
me.
That's
I'm
the-
the
that's
first
the
one to do it, I guess.
Guy from
I
Darling the
can't
Franks, I
believe
think.
you're my neighbor. That's crazy. Well, you
Wow.
probably have questions about life up here, right? Anything you want to know?
Yeah, one actually.
jumps.
What happens when we fall? What is the punishment for missing a jump at the pro level?
You go down a level. If you miss a jump, you'll be a noob, and you'll have to beat the course again.
Okay, so I can never
No.
fall, noted. So who are the people above us then? What's above a pro?
It's probably best I just show you. Here, Come with me.
My neighbor started telling me everything there was to know about parkour civilization. He brought me back to the parkour temple where all the statues were. He explained how parkour civilization starts at the noob level, and at level 2, you become a parkour pro. Then, there were the parkour masters. If you were lucky enough to rank up, you get gold boots and you become a master. My neighbor said that parkour masters never come down to the pro level, but if they do ever come down,
yeah,
because
they don't want to touch the dirty
the
fucking
parkour
heathens below
masters
them.
are ruthless. And then he walked over to the largest statue, the one with the diamond boots. He said that this was the parkour champion. He said that most people down here don't even believe that the champion is real, but the stories say there can only be one parkour champion. Whoever that was lives at the top of parkour civilization, which means if I was gonna make it to the top, I would have to become a parkour champion. My first day as a parkour pro was strange. For once, no one was at my door making me parkour for food. But then the question was, how do I get food now? Or what do I even do? I saw that there was another pro going somewhere, so I decided to follow him. Soon after, I saw another pro going in the same direction, which meant they were probably heading to something important. After jumping for a few minutes, I saw what they were heading to. They were all heading to this massive structure in the distance. When I got closer, I saw that there was a bunch of parkour
Do you need to
pros
find the
lined
One
up
Piece
for
to get this
something.
title?
Whatever this
I guess
place
we'll
was,
find
these
out.
Parkour pros were willing to do 2-block vertical jumps to get here. Fortunately, I didn't fail any of these jumps and I made it into the line. I must have woken up late to whatever this was because I was the last one to show up. At this point, I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but that's when I saw what everyone was waiting
Master
in line
Panky,
for.
fuck
There was a
you.
dispenser at the end of the structure.
Get on
the
your
pro in
knees,
front
I
of
am
me
your
picked
master,
up 2
goddamn.
items,
I am
but
literally
the
a
only
god.
thing I saw them holding
you.
was a piece of paper. What could be so valuable about that piece of paper that people would wait in line this long for? When it was my turn, I clicked the button and I got a piece of steak. So this is how the parkour pros get food.
Ow.
Then
Stop.
I received the piece of paper. The paper said farm work equals 15 minutes. And this is when I realized how
Fuck
life
you,
was
Calliope.
different on the pro
Fuck you.
level of
I'm
parkour
just trying to
civilization.
get on
Instead
knees
of
immediately,
parkour
that's
for
crazy.
food like the noobs do, the pros parkour for work. Just like the guy who sold me my house, the guards in parkour prison, or even the pros that fed me every day. They were all just completing their daily task that they got from this piece of paper. And
That's
now
cool.
for my first
Okay.
daily task,
So that's
I
just
was
their
assigned
task.
to work on the farm. Before this, I had never seen an animal in parkour civilization, but this is the place they were all kept. This place was responsible for feeding all of the parkour pros and all of the parkour noobs. And it should be no surprise that in parkour civilization, even
that's
the
where all the
animals had to
houses
do
are.
a parkour course. My daily
What?
task meant that I had to watch all of the animals,
animals
that
have
did the
to
parkour
parkour?
course. Oh man, this job is terrible. Now I'm just gonna have to watch a cow fall off and die.
Oh.
What the? Oh my god,
What?
this cow is cooking. How did he even do
What?
that? The parkour pros only eat the meat from the animals that complete the parkour
What?
course. They say it enhances your parkour abilities. As for the other animals that don't make the course, well, that's where the meat comes from on the noob level. And some noob's gonna have to eat that. Wow, I cannot say I missed that. Parkour
Animal
pros do their daily
parkour.
tasks for a reason. Once you've completed the task that you got on your piece of paper, you take it to the training grounds. This place is basically the only reason parkour pros are incentivized to work. This is because this is the only place in parkour civilization where you can practice parkour without worrying about falling to the lower level. The entrance to the training grounds is blocked by a barrier, and the only way in
Trash
is to throw
chicken,
in your
yeah,
slip
fuck
of
that
paper
chicken.
once
Not
you've
like
completed
that.
the work. The daily task I completed gave me 15 minutes of practice time. That meant for the next 15 minutes, I could practice any parkour jump I could possibly think of. Here, you have the ability to build any parkour jump you want. But
That's
with this
sick.
being my first day as a parkour pro, I didn't even know what I needed to practice. So I just decided to do the jumps that people left here. It seemed like a lot of the pros were practicing fence jumps, which are jumps I had little to no experience on. But what scared me the most is what I saw over here. Someone was practicing not one, but
Finally get to
multiple
watch
3-block
Panky.
vertical jumps.
Oh,
It
what?
almost seemed impossible.
That's
to do even
impossible.
one.
You
But if
can't do
someone was
that.
practicing these jumps, that could only mean one thing: that the way up to become a parkour master would be nearly impossible.
That's
If I was
impossible.
gonna have any shot at ranking up to become a master, I was gonna have to spend much more time in here practicing. Another beautiful day, and I don't have to wake up to either raw chicken or raw beef. Even though I've only been here for a few
Beautiful.
days, I feel like
Oh
I
my
haven't
God.
really enjoyed myself yet. I mean, for once in my life, I don't even have to go outside to parkour for food. I don't even have to grab my piece of steak. I'll still have full hunger
Praise
for days.
Panky.
And now, instead of being bullied
Praise
by
your
all the parkour
demigod.
pros like I was down at the noob level, I can just do anything I want and no one's here to punish me.
Hey, you want to come with me to get our daily jobs? I
The
don't want to be late.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
I
is-
don't think I'm gonna do my daily task. I think I'm just gonna chill today, honestly.
What?
What?
What do you mean you're gonna chill? You're not gonna get your daily tasks? Are you sure about that?
What? I mean, no one says we have to, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I just have never seen anyone not do their daily task.
Well, maybe I'm teaching the parkour pros that they don't have to parkour all the time. But later that day, I realized I made a huge mistake.
Planned any Halloween celebrations?
What in the world?
I think I want to watch a bunch of like
Come
horror
on,
stuff
I
on
was just trying
stream.
to sleep. Who keeps making that horn noise?
Dude, hurry. You gotta get out here now.
What?
Follow me and make sure you don't miss a jump.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? Be late for what? Wait, where are you going? I started parkouring
Oh,
in
no.
the direction that my
Is it
neighbor
'cause
was
he
going.
skipped?
And that's when I saw a
That's
bunch of
not
parkour
good.
pros lined up, standing completely still.
I
I
wanna
had
watch,
no clue
like,
what was
analog
going
horror
on, but
and
I
horror
followed my
stuff
neighbor,
on
and
stream.
soon I got in line with all of the other parkour pros. No one was saying anything. Hey, can anyone tell me what's going on?
Dude, don't say anything and look straight ahead.
Why? Can't someone just explain what's happening? But that's when it happened. Not too far ahead, someone dropped down from the sky. It was a parkour master.
One
Whoa!
of you was supposed to design a new course, but someone didn't do their task. Who was it?
Oh
Uh-oh.
no, I'm done for. Why does this have to be me? I watched as the parkour master interrogated each and every one of the parkour
Gold
pros, knowing that
shoes.
sooner or later he was gonna show up where I was.
You. What was your task?
My task, I was selling houses to noobs on the bottom level.
Someone already did that task.
Oh,
Prepare
no.
for a parkour battle.
A parkour battle?
Whoa, gold shoes
The
is
parkour
crazy.
battle starts now.
This is just
Oh,
great. Why does
no,
my first
he's
parkour
gonna
battle have to
die.
be against a parkour master?
For my first attack, I'm attacking you with a 3-block jump.
Okay, a 3-block jump, that's doable. I think I can survive this round. In parkour civilization, it should be no surprise that people fight each other with more parkour. If someone attacks you with a jump and you don't
Oh.
make it, you pay the price. Oh, this isn't good. I'm already down 4 hearts.
I gave you an easy one, but I guess this is going to be over faster than I thought. Get ready for my next attack.
The worst part about parkour battles is you can't even attack your opponent until you defend one of their attacks.
Oh,
And by the looks of
what?
this next jump, I probably won't be attacking the parkour master at all.
Your
Oh.
turn. 4 blocks by 3 blocks diagonal jump.
Alright,
What?
here goes
No.
nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this is so far. How
That's
did he do this first
impossible.
try? I
No.
was hoping I would get lucky. But
Oh,
luck wasn't on my
no.
side. The second attack hit me, and I was down to 2 hearts.
Oh, no.
This is too fun for me. One more attack, and you'll be gone forever.
The parkour master
He's
was
done
right.
for.
If
He's
I failed to
cooked.
defend one more attack, it's game over for me. All I could hope for now is that the parkour master fails this last jump. That way, I could actually have a chance to attack. No way he makes this first try. Oh god, he made it.
This is it for you, parkour.
3-block
pro. A
vertical?
3-block vertical jump to decide your fate.
This
Oh,
was it. My entire
he's
journey
so
in parkour
cooked.
civilization came down to this one jump, and it was a 3.
Yeah, he's done for, buddy.
Jump.
He's not
I
making
thought
it.
When I ranked up to become a parkour pro, my days of parkouring to survive were over. But I soon realized I knew nothing about parkour
Yeah, it's
society.
over.
Even as a pro, I wasn't even close to being at the top of parkour civilization. The parkour pros were the workers of society. Every day we would get
What's
a
the
new
difference between
daily
pro and a
job to
master?
complete, and
Masters
I
are
found out the
better.
hard way what
See?
happens if you skip your
Bro,
job,
he's
because
like-
the one
he's
day I
making all
didn't
the
get
pros
my
eat
daily
fucking
task,
dirt
the
right
parkour
now.
master came down and challenged me to a parkour battle. And now I have to do the hardest jump I've ever done
Spelling?
in my life if
Fuck
I
you.
want to live. This was it. All my work
Come
to
on, he
rank
has
up
to make it.
become a parkour
He has to make
pro
it.
was gonna
Please
be
make
for
it.
nothing if I didn't make this jump.
Come
But
on.
at least I was gonna die trying. I took a deep breath and I jumped.
Oh,
What? Is
we
is
did
this
it. Let's
real?
go.
I did it. I made a 3-block vertical jump.
You just bought yourself 5 more minutes of time, but we both know your fate. Get ready to attack me.
The parkour
Oh,
master was
no.
right.
Okay,
All I
okay.
did was buy myself a little time.
He's gonna
How was
have
I
to,
gonna be
like,
able
make
to
him
do
do
a jump
tricks.
that the parkour master couldn't do. And if I make it too easy, the parkour master will just get another chance to attack me. I got lucky last time, but I don't think I'd survive another attack from
Ooh.
the parkour master.
Okay, okay.
For my first attack, I built a 1-block jump and I did a
Oh.
360. Maybe, just maybe, there was a chance this would work.
Okay.
Wow, a 360? I've never done that before, but if you did it, it can't be that hard.
Let's go. He's never done it before. I needed
Switching
him to
roles,
fail
dude.
this
There's.
jump.
Oh.
How? Who even does 360s? What
Oh
is
my
this?
god.
By some miracle,
Okay,
my
okay.
attack against the parkour master
We're gonna
was
make him do
successful.
tricks
I
on
think I
wood?
found
Dude, I'm
his
gonna make him do
weakness.
tricks
He
on
couldn't
my
do
wood.
a 360. This was my chance. I just had to make sure that I kept making my jumps. For my next attack, I built a 2-block jump. I've never
Okay.
even made this jump before, but my entire life depended on it. I jumped, and I
Whoa!
successfully made a 2-block jump with a 360.
This is ridiculous. How are you doing these jumps?
I watched as the parkour master tried to defend
Gladly?
against
Oh my God,
attack,
you guys are-
but once
you
again,
guys are
the 360 was too difficult for him.
Oh
This
my
can't
God.
be possible.
He's got
How
to do
are
a
you
backwards
beating me?
jump.
Now, both the parkour master and I were at 2 hearts. The next person to land an
Backwards.
attack would win the parkour battle.
He's gonna
Alright,
do a
you ready
3-block
for a
360?
3-block jump with a 360?
No, stop. I yield. You win the parkour battle.
What? Are
What?
you serious? No way. I actually won the parkour battle? Somehow I beat a parkour master.
What?
Because you beat me, I have something that can help you rank up to become a parkour
Solution
master.
to become a
I
parkour
could
master,
become a parkour
jump a
master?
block.
The master said that
Jump,
the course
place
to
a block
becoming
until you get to the
parkour
top,
master
technically
would be impossible,
parkouring.
but he had something that could help me along the way.
Maybe, I don't
He pulled out
know.
an item and
I
threw
think
it on the
they-
ground.
I think
went
they
to pick
would,
it up, and I figured
not
out that
appreciate
it was
that.
a totem of undying. He
What?
said somewhere in the course there is a jump that I won't survive, and I'll know it when I see it. He told me to go attempt the course to rank up and find this jump. He said to find any information
gonna do
about
it
the
now?
secret to completing that jump, because if I can
Impossible
figure out
to
how
not
to
be
make the
horny
jump,
around the
I could
automated.
rank up to become a parkour
It is.
master.
It is. It
This
is.
was
It is.
insane.
It is
Earlier
my
today,
season.
I didn't even know parkour
It is
battles
the
existed,
season
and
of the
somehow
automated.
I won my first battle, not just against anyone, but a parkour master. And now I actually have a reason to go back to the parkour temple and try to do the course to become a parkour master. I
Dude,
didn't like
this
thinking
is
about
getting
the fact
tense.
that wasn't the course to rank up. That
So
was
he's
just
our
the path
reluctant
to get
sensei.
up
He's
to
our
the temple.
reluctant
But I
little
wasn't going
sensei.
to make the journey up the temple just yet. Not only did I need food to get my health back, but I needed to do my daily task. I barely escaped with my life after missing 1 day of work, so I wasn't going to do that
Damn.
again. And today my task was feed,
Feed
noobs.
noobs.
I realized after all this time of being a parkour pro, I've never made my way back down to the noob level yet. I wonder if anything's changed down there
Kakashi
since I
Sensei
ranked
in
up.
Parkour
If you're a pro in
Universe.
Parkour Civilization and you fall, you'll lose your
How
rank
long
and
is
become a
that
noob
video?
again.
We're already 15 minutes in. Oh
Or
my
remember,
God.
There's just a different way. This is the first time I'd been back to this part of the parkour temple since I ranked up. And now that I was a pro, I had access to a different doorway that I've never seen before. This new path led to
What?
a giant staircase that would take me back down to the noob
There's
level.
just a
If I missed one of
shortcut?
these jumps, I would for sure die. But fortunately, 1-block jumps are
I'm
too
back.
easy
Welcome
for me
back.
now that I'm a parkour
Cute
pro.
streamer.
When I got
Oh
to the
my
bottom,
God,
I
I'm
collected
sorry.
everything I needed in order for me to complete my daily
That
task.
felt like
It's
an
crazy
hour?
to think that I'm still the only one to have
No,
ever
it's been
completed this
50.
course. But the barrier I used still should be there, so maybe someone else will. This is so strange. I
On my
once lived in this
streamer
neighborhood.
account.
That was
Hello,
once
hello.
my mansion. And now, as a parkour pro, I can see what it really looks like
Oh,
from down
wow.
here. When I lived here, I was the only one that lived in my
That's so
neighborhood.
bright.
Or at least the only one left. So does anyone live here
All
anymore?
right.
Hello? Anyone home? Okay, I guess not. Maybe someone bought my mansion? I don't know. Hello? Anyone here?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, no way. Someone actually does live here. All right, time to set up the jumps. Let's see. 1-block jump for raw chicken, and then the 1-block
Block
vertical jump for
for
raw beef. Man, I
Yeah.
can't believe I'm actually doing this job now. All right, mandatory parkour check.
Oh, great. It's you.
You're a parkour noob now? Weren't you just at my house? Yeah, you delivered my parkour to me. So
Wow.
what happened?
What do you think happened, genius? You just paid me a huge tip, and I was so happy. And then I fell out the front door.
Hey, man, well, you know, I ranked
Idiot.
up, so you could too. All right, so now you have to choose your
You
jump.
think I don't know what to do already? Just let me jump for my food in peace.
Hey, I feel like I remember being in a situation that was just like this. You really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man, that sucks. Dang, now he has
No.
to spend another 50 years in parkour prison. Oh, well.
That's
After only
awful.
finding 2 noobs to feed, I went back to the other neighborhood
Personally,
where I
I'd
found
kill
the
myself.
old man. It just seems so weird that he disappeared out of nowhere.
What a
I wanted to see if there was a
donkey.
chance that he came back.
Huge
but when I
skill
got to the
issue.
house, a parkour master walked out the front
Imagine being
door.
bad at
Luckily,
parkour, dude.
I wasn't
Imagine.
spotted.
I could
What
never.
was a parkour master
Deserved.
doing
So
all the
true,
way
he
at the noob
deserved it.
level? And why did he come from this house? When I thought the coast was clear, I made my way over. This couldn't be a coincidence. This is the only house I've seen with a secret room, and now a parkour master shows up here? Does the master even know about
Lil
the secret
Meanie
room?
got what
I
he
went to go
deserves.
inside, but something was
true.
wrong. There was no secret doorway. It
What?
was gone.
Are they
I
trying
was
to
sure
cover
this was
up?
the right house. That parkour master must have came here to block up the entrance. I sat there thinking
That's
about why
awful.
the parkour master would do that. but nothing made sense to me. But
How
that
dare
didn't
they.
matter to me right now. Now that I finished my daily task, it was time to try the course to rank up to become a parkour master and find this impossible jump. I got back up to the pro level, dropped off my daily task.
This is a
paper, and
conspiracy,
got ready
dude.
to
It go-
climb
this
the
goes
parkour
deeper.
temple. Now,
This
I had
goes
one
deeper
thing
than
to worry
anything
about, and
else.
that was making this initial course to get into the temple.
This
I
goes
wasn't worried
deeper
about
than
falling.
anything
I was
else.
worried about wasting my totem
We
of
got
undying.
parkour
The
masters
master
going
said
into
that I
other
would not
houses in
survive
the
the
noob
impossible
level
jump.
to
So
cover
if I
stuff
got
up.
to that
They
jump
do
with no
not
totem
want
of
people
undying,
finding
then
out
this
how to
entire
escape and
journey would
become
be for nothing.
masters.
I scaled my way up the
What
side
is
of the
this?
parkour temple until I got
Parkour
to the very
civilization.
top. Most of the jumps were
Nothing
two-block
goes
vertical
deeper than
jumps,
Panky.
but
What now?
towards
What
the
does
end,
that
I
mean?
had to make
What does
this
that mean?
3-block jump.
Let's unpack
Now,
that.
I couldn't afford to make any mistakes. That's when I made the last jump,
Whoa.
and I was inside the parkour temple. What's crazy is that none of those jumps were a part of the real
Wow.
course to rank up. This
Master
was
of
the
eight,
real
that's what they
course.
call me.
Already, at first glance, I was seeing blocks I've never seen used in parkour before, but I was expecting that. There's a reason why almost no pros even attempt
You know what
this
it
course,
means,
and that's
Panky?
because
Oh
it's so
my
dangerous.
God, I wanna kill
Fence
you.
jumps, trapdoor jumps, and ladder jumps. The jumps just kept getting harder and harder the more I looked at it. But I wasn't here to rank up. All I was here to do was find the impossible jump that the parkour master told me about. If I find this jump and study it like he told me to, maybe I have an actual chance of becoming a parkour master. I climbed to the top of the ladder, and now I was
Fence jumps?
really at
Dude,
the
that's
start of the
impossible.
course. Any fall
How is he
from
gonna
this
do
height
this?
would result in death. And of course, I have to do fence jumps as the very first section. I held out my totem of undying, and I climbed on the course to begin. Fence jumps
Ow,
were
that
my worst
hurt!
nightmare, but so far I've made 3 in a row.
Literally
But
too
I
horny
soon
to
realized
die.
That's
What
all
does
I
this
needed
mean?
to do, because I think I found the impossible jump. What is this jump? Is this a 4-block vertical fence jump? There's no way this is the
What?
right way, right? But there was nowhere else to go.
That's
This was clearly
impossible.
the right path, but this jump it had to be impossible. Well, the master gave me a totem for a reason. I attempted the jump, but got nowhere close to even making it. That was it. That was my one chance to use the totem
That
of undying. And I'm just
sucks.
hoping that was the jump he was talking about. Now, I had to study the jump, and I knew just the way to do that. Fortunately,
one
it
place
was
where
my
blood
neighbor who
always
was working
flows
as the
even
parkour
after
delivery
death.
service today. Hey,
I
need a
want this
jump built in
I
my
want
house.
this
Follow me.
bitch
I need to show
dead.
you what it looks like. All right, so for the
Mods,
jump I
can we
need built,
please
it's
kill him?
kind of
That
a
was
little ways
so
away.
dumb.
Oh man.
He
Is
wasted
the
a
parkour
totem of
jump all the way
undying,
up
dude.
there?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tip you good. Just follow me. I brought my neighbor all the way up into the parkour temple and showed him the jump I wanted him to build. Since the jump was complicated, he placed down a block that copies every block on this jump. And after
That's
paying for
crazy.
his services, I
You can
now
just
have
do
this
that?
impossible parkour jump inside my own house. Now I can study this jump every single day. It turns out the jump was a 3-block vertical jump, but with the fences, it turns into a 4-block. It was
Jesus,
actually impossible.
that's awful.
So what was I missing here? I couldn't just practice this jump because parkour civilization laws state all jumps inside your home must have a risk of dying. So practicing wasn't gonna be my best option. This doesn't make any sense. I'll think about it tomorrow, I guess. I was gonna leave it, but that's when I slipped. No! For my entire life, I've been parkouring to survive. That's how any of us survive
No,
in
he
parkour
just died?
civilization.
He got-
If you
he got
don't
put
make
back
the
to
jumps,
noob
you pay
level?
the price.
No.
But no matter how many people I've seen fall, that never stopped me from believing that I could parkour all the way to the top of society. I was the first noob to ever rank up to become a parkour pro. I beat a parkour master in my
Twitch
first
is
parkour
gay
battle,
and
I
dumb.
even found the impossible jump that the parkour
The Great
master
Reset.
told me to
No,
look for. The worst part
dude.
is I was
Ow.
so close. I actually thought I could be a champion one day, but one jump can change everything. No! I thought I was dead.
How's
until I
everyone's
wasn't.
favorite
What?
Fox
How
Autumn
am I
god?
alive? My journey in parkour civilization should have ended. I was supposed to die there, but
I'm
a
doing
barrier
great.
block
We're
caught my
having a
fall.
fun time
This
watching
barrier
this.
block had to have been placed by someone, right? Unless it wasn't.
We're
the
having
guy
a
who
fun
came to
time,
deliver
Cookie.
parkour used a device that copied every single block from the impossible jump. That had to
Okay.
be it. The barrier was from the impossible jump.
Ooh.
This is what the parkour master wanted me
That's
to find.
crazy.
It was the way to get past the impossible jump. And now that I know about it, I can
That's
actually
crazy.
rank up to become a parkour master.
Insane.
This means I was gonna have to prepare. I couldn't believe it. Just a few minutes ago, I was about to fall
Wow.
down back to the noob level and become a parkour noob forever. And now I'm preparing to rank up again
Parkour
to
map
become
completion
a parkour
story?
master.
It's parkour
All right, let's see what
civilization.
my daily task is today. Parkour course building. Okay, definitely cannot skip that. The last time I tried skipping my daily task, I was assigned parkour course building, and that resulted in a parkour master challenging me to a parkour battle where I barely survived, so I'm not gonna do that again. So far, this was the first time I've done a daily task that was located in parkour prison, and the only way to get there is by jumping in the void. Ever since I escaped this prison, I've never been back, and now I'm working here.
Oh, finally you're here. I thought you were never gonna show up. The parkour masters want another glass course made, and make sure you don't make the jumps too easy. There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison, so I'll just grab one of them to do the course.
There's only 2 noobs left
The only
in parkour prison?
civilization
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a
In
good
parkour
anime
civilization,
movie.
the parkour
What?
pros are responsible for
Anime
building
movie.
new parkour courses for the parkour masters. And since the pros would never want to try these courses on their own, the prisoners of parkour prison are used instead. No way, it's you again.
And
Yeah,
you think you're
bitch.
so good now. Just wait till
Yeah,
I
fuck
rank
you.
up.
Oh, shoot.
Gender
I'm sorry,
fluid
man, but you
hippie?
gotta be the one to do random parkour testing today.
Why can't you pick the old guy? He's like 100 years old.
Look, man, I don't make the rules. You just gotta do the course.
This is too
Wait,
easy.
the old
I'm
guy,
making
you mean
it
the-
out of here.
No. Oh,
What?
No, he's gone for real this time.
No.
All right, daily task completed. One step closer to becoming
Die,
a
you little
parkour
me.
master.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
May you save us all, F-Bo.
After a few more days of completing more daily
Save
tasks,
us?
I was getting
Save him
closer
from
to
what?
attempting the course to rank up to become a master. I had been planning this out carefully. I wasn't just gonna go into the hardest parkour course of my life unprepared. I had saved 4 of my daily task
Your
papers
eyes
to
are cute
take
and
to the
silly.
parkour training grounds. As a parkour pro, each daily task you complete gives you 15 minutes of practice time. Since I saved
Okay.
up, I have now 1 hour to practice as much parkour as I could. This would probably be one of the last times I could parkour without worrying about dying, because once I stepped foot into the parkour temple to become a master, there would be no turning back. All of this preparation is relying on the fact that there actually is a secret path to get past the impossible jump. But I've come too far and I've been through too much to give up now. I have to believe there's a way to rank up. I tried practicing every jump that I remembered from the parkour temple. Most of the jumps I saw were either fences, trapdoors, or ladders, and I used my entire time in the training grounds practicing those jumps. By the end of the hour, I felt like I had unlocked parkour abilities I've never had before.
Whoa.
I was
Oh my
speedrunning
God,
through fence
look at
jumps
him.
and trapdoor jumps
Whoa.
easily. 3-block jumps
Oh
weren't
my
even
God.
a challenge for me by
What?
the end of my training. And that's how I knew that it was time to head
Dude,
to the parkour
he's
temple
going
and do
insane.
the
He's
course
doing
to become
tricks
a
on it.
parkour
He's
master.
Yes,
Spinning,
sir. He's heading
dude.
to the parkour temple now.
Such a
Don't
pro,
worry,
I
sir.
know.
I
Oh
have
my
something
God.
planned. I can promise you he's not making it out alive.
This was
What?
it. It was time to start the
What's
journey
going
up
on?
the parkour temple. The last time I made this climb, I had a totem of undying for a second chance.
What are
But
they
this time
doing?
around, there would be no second chances. This was my last and only run. If I don't make every single one of these jumps in the parkour course, this would be the last view I ever have of parkour civilization. But that's how parkour life is. You either rise or you fall.
Oh my God. Fuck you, Calliope. Fuck you. Also,
Stay
thank
the
you for the
same
hype
place.
train
And I had
chat.
decided
But
that I was
fuck
gonna
you
be the one to
regardless.
rise. I got to the top of the ladder. and
Insane
it was
display
time to
of
start the
35
parkour
out
course.
of 10.
Any fall from this height would be the death of me. But the fence
Orgasm,
jumps weren't
I
what I
hate you
was worried
so
about. It was
much.
this, the impossible jump.
Okay, so this is
when
where
I
the barrier
find out
block
if
is,
the
right?
secret path is real or not. I studied where the barrier block was in my house. If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence. If I
That's
jumped, I
freaking
would miss the
loud.
block.
That's the point.
And that's assuming it was even there. But there's
I
only one
added
way to
that
find it.
sound.
I walked off the ledge, and I was
I added that
alive.
sound
Was
when
here.
I,
the secret path was real. Now I knew it was
doing
possible.
my,
It was possible to become a
subathon,
parkour master. I looked
and
around
I
for
wanted
where to
to-
go next, and I saw the outline of a barrier.
I was doing.
3
I
blocks
had
to
that
my
time when I was
left,
doing a
and I saw
subathon. I
the
was sleeping
staircase
on
of
stream
barriers
so
that
people
would
could
lead up
spend
back
bits
onto the
to
parkour
wake
course.
me
I've
up.
never done invisible
And it would
parkour
add to the
before,
subathon
but there's a
timer.
first time for everything. I made the 3-block jump, and I was on the secret path. I
Whoa!
didn't understand. Did someone make the secret path, or was the course designed like this from the beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there, it got me back
Oh
on
my
the
God.
course. And now I was
That's
gonna have to
crazy.
make every jump first try. Thankfully, I got past the fence section, but now I was on the trapdoors.
Jesus.
Trapdoors were only a quarter of the size of a regular block, meaning if I missed the jump by even a little, it would be game over.
Oh,
This next
no.
jump was a 3-block diagonal jump. I didn't practice this jump,
Oh.
but I made it. I had made it past the
Okay.
trapdoors, but now I was on the regular doors. I had almost no experience with door jumps, but I knew I had to be careful. If I wasn't
Bro's
paying
breaking
attention
the
and I opened
simulation or
one of the doors
something.
the wrong
He
way, I
is,
could
he
get knocked
is.
off, and there would be no totem of undying to save me this time. The jumps kept getting harder and harder, and each jump I felt like I
Oh
was
my
barely
God.
hanging on the edge. But it didn't matter, as long
Dude,
as I
he's
was staying
edging
on the
right now.
course. One by one, I kept making the jumps, and I was getting higher and higher off the ground.
How is he
The
doing
last
this?
door jump was a 3.5-block jump. It was far, but it wasn't going to be the jump that stopped me from ranking up. I didn't like thinking about the fact that this course
Sandbox,
had no
thank you
room
for
for
the
error.
sound
When I ranked up
cookie.
before,
Mwah.
at least
I
the
love
course
you.
had blocks to potentially break my
Mwah.
fall, but here,
I love
there was
you.
nothing that could save me. Luckily, I made it past the door section, and now I was on to the ladder
Okay.
section. Everything was going smoothly until I found something I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible? This is a 2-block vertical jump. I've never seen this jump before, but I figured it had to be possible. I went for it, and I made it. And that's when I saw one of the hardest jumps I've ever seen.
What?
Oh no, this could be the end of me.
A
Come on,
ladder?
please hang on. Oh, that was too close.
Oh
I was
my God.
inches away from slipping off the ladder.
This is
but by some
unironically
miracle,
edging.
I was still
This
on
is
the course.
edging.
Now I was parkouring on fully
Can't
grown
stop the
trees. I didn't
automated
even know
watch
trees
grind,
still existed
dude.
in parkour
This is edging.
civilization. But I didn't have time to focus on
I
that
didn't know
right now. I was
I didn't
looking
know
at the
like
last
parkour
jumps,
could be
and
so
I realized I
intense.
was almost at the top. I was actually gonna do it. All right, where do I jump to
Dude,
now?
they-
What is
What?
going on? What is?
What?
Wait, no! I was too late to realize. I opened my eyes and I was still on the tree with 2 hearts left. What happened? Was that a part of the course?
That is impressive. I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
What the? Who are you? What are you doing here?
How
I'm
long
so
is this
confused.
video?
What is going
You
on?
don't want to
Oh,
know?
please don't tell me you thought you were gonna rank up. You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You could never be a parkour master. You belong at the bottom level. You were a noob. You were born to be one,
He's at
and you'll
2
always be
hearts?
one.
Oh my
And
God.
now I gotta finish the job. Prepare for a parkour battle.
Oh,
Had a
God,
friend I
parkour
used to
battle
play
is not
games
what I
with who
need
was
right
known as
now. I only
Panko.
have 2
I'd
hearts left. That means
make
if
a
I
joke
fail
calling
to defend
Panky's
any
reference to you.
parkour attack,
Tee-hee.
that will be the end of me. And to think I
You
actually
almost
had a
got
chance
pissed?
of
Why would we
ranking
get
up.
pissed
Say
over
goodbye to
being called the
parkour
sexiest,
civilization.
hottest femboy
The battle
ever?
starts now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was severely underestimated me. I've beaten a master in a parkour battle, and I sure wasn't
Yeah,
going to get
there
out
we
to
go,
a jump
okay.
like that.
There's no point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't listen
He's
to
already
the
at 2
parkour pro.
hearts.
I
He
knew
cheated.
that as long as I could parkour, I was still in this. Now,
Let's get
I couldn't afford to play
backwards
it safe.
jump?
I needed an
There's no way.
attack that would finish him once and for all. And that meant doing a
Backwards.
jump I've never done before. Come on, please make it.
Oh!
I did it.
No. What was that? What was that jump?
Well, that would be a 2-block downwards backwards jump. Wait,
Peak
sorry,
male
I messed up. It's
physicality.
actually a
Yeah, he
2-block
doesn't get
downwards
it.
backwards diagonal jump. This was it. The pro
He's
lined
gonna
up
lose,
at
right?
the edge of the block and jumped
Oh
backwards.
no. I
Come
hope
on,
he
please.
loses.
No.
Yeah!
I won the parkour battle.
Boom,
But
there we
against
go.
Who? That was just a parkour pro. Why was another pro trying to attack me? And why did they not want me to rank up? What was all that stuff he was saying about how I was born to be at the bottom? There was too much to think
What?
about, but I had to set that aside.
He was
because
supposed to
now
be
I
at the
still have
bottom.
to worry about surviving the parkour
But he's
course.
climbing
And
up.
not
The-
even
the-
just
the
parkour
rich-
jumps.
the
Who
rich
knows
elite
if there
don't
are
want
more
the
traps
poor
waiting
people
for me
to be
ahead.
with
I
them.
took a look at the
What?
rest of the course. I could see the final stretch of jumps, and all I had
That's
to do
crazy.
now was a slime block jump.
What?
Let's go. All the days I was using my custom slime block jump to get to my bed were just practice for this moment. I jumped and I made it. Now I
Oh,
was
that's
standing
so
on
cool.
one of the final jumps of
Dude,
the course,
he's
and I
insane.
could see the doorway up ahead. And now were the 3-block vertical jumps. But I've
Edging
been
the
practicing
movie.
for this moment. I used my momentum to do all 5
Chain
jumps in a row.
jumps?
In less than 10 jumps, I would be a parkour master. Now I was at a tricky part. I've never even seen chain jumps before, but compared to surviving a surprise attack
Born to
and
be a
parkour
bottom, is
battle,
he
it was
Panky?
nothing to
Fuck
me anymore.
you.
I made the final chain jump, and I was 1 jump away from becoming a parkour master. This was it. This was what everything was leading up to. The old man that helped me, the parkour master that gave me the totem,
Please.
they all wanted me to make it to
Just
this
make
point,
it.
and I wasn't gonna let them down. I jumped, and I made
Oh!
it. I did it. I actually did it. I turned around and looked at how
did
high I
it.
was off the ground. I had
Oh my
beaten the
God.
course that no pro
He
even
almost
attempts
died.
to do. And now I'm about to rank up. Once I step through these doors, I will no
Dude,
longer
this
be a
guy is
parkour
God.
pro. I
This
will
guy
be
is a god.
Parkour master. the
Parkour
door
god.
opened, revealing an entirely different room. All of the walls were made up of quartz. What was society
Chat is
even gonna
wild.
look
Chat
like
is
up
crazy.
here? I couldn't describe it, but everything was so perfect compared to the layers down below. I looked over and I saw a lava parkour jump with dispensers in the middle. Oh, I know what this is. This would hopefully be the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots and threw them
Panky
in the
smash
lava.
for
And now
real?
I just gotta make sure I
Crazy
don't fail
work.
this jump. I jumped through the dispensers and I was equipped with
Gold
gold
boots.
I was now officially a parkour master. The last time I
Insane.
ranked up to become a pro, there were people working in the parkour temple, but now I don't see anyone here. I realized how different society was between the noob and pro levels, so how much different could this society be? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. I walked up the stairs and I started to see the inside of the parkour temple. All right, I think I'm ready to see what society
You guys
is like
will watch
up here.
anything
I walked up the
as long
stairs
as, like,
into
my
the
cute little
parkour
face is
master
here,
society.
and probably my butt on screen.
My... Becoming a master of parkour civilization wasn't easy. I had to risk my life finding a way past an impossible jump. I had to complete
Worse than
parkour jumps that I've never even
crazy.
done before. I even had to survive a surprise attack while
Society.
trying to rank up. But no matter what challenge I faced, nothing stopped me from ranking up to become a parkour
Milking
master.
machines
Now I get to be
everywhere?
the first parkour
What?
pro to see what society is like up here.
High society.
This is what parkour civilization looks like as a master. Up here, only the best of the best can survive all of the jumps. One missed
Insane.
jump, and I would rank down back to a parkour pro, and all of my work
Just
to
to
get
watch
up here
Panky
would have
work
been
out.
for
You
nothing.
guys just wanna
And
see
now
my
it
pump,
looks like
don't
I'm
you?
gonna be fighting for my life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1-block jumps. When I became a pro, those 1-block jumps turned into 2-block jumps. And now, as a parkour master, everywhere I look is a 3-block jump. Except
That's
now up here,
awful.
there are parkour highways. It seemed like taking the highway was a little easier since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be different up here, but I did not think it would look like this.
Dude, this
I
is
mean, were
awful.
these even houses? These were more like skyscrapers. Wait,
Panky
could I
workout
actually
video?
buy
Oh
a
my
skyscraper
God.
as a
I hate
master?
all of you.
I looked up and way up high, I saw a parkour master easily
You guys
making
just
the
wanna
jumps.
see me
And
do
just when I
squats,
thought
huh?
he was gonna die from fall damage, he just caught himself with a water bucket and moved on. I've never
What?
heard of water bucket parkour being a thing, but that's when I remembered the parkour master that I battled came down the same way. So parkour masters can use water to never take fall damage? Alright, well it looks like I gotta go find myself a water bucket. I
You
made
wanna
my
see
way over
Panky
to
do
what looked like
deadlifts?
to be some sort of
Bruh.
parkour staircase.
guys are all
And
so
this definitely
horny.
didn't look like an easy staircase to climb.
I wouldn't do that if
We
I were
want
you.
the goddess
oh, no,
to
my first day as a
deadlift us?
parkour
That's
master and
crazy.
I'm already in trouble. I turned
Squat
around but
on the
didn't see anybody
camera?
until a
What?
parkour master dropped down out of nowhere.
It seems like you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my first day. The master explained that I shouldn't be going up high without a water bucket, because one missed jump and I'll die from fall damage. And he said
Finding it
masters
hard to
never
hear
die
over the
from
video?
fall damage.
Oh
okay,
my God.
so how do I get a water bucket then?
Turn myself
Do you
up
even
here.
have a house yet?
No.
Alright, buddy. You should probably get a house first.
Can't the
Like
amount of
that one
times the
over
word
there. You
parkour
need
has been
something on the ground
mentioned.
level, something where you don't have to go up high.
Jarvis?
Are you serious? These are actually
Show me a picture of
houses?
this guy's balls,
okay,
please.
So how do I get a house? The master showed me the building where I could buy my parkour skyscraper.
You're new here. I'll help you out a little bit. I'm kind of rich, so just take this and hopefully that will help you buy your first house.
You're rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing about what life was like up here. The
800
parkour
pound
master dropped me
deadlift, dude.
5 oak blocks. Why would he
I've
drop
been
me
going
these?
to the
Wait,
gym for the
how
past
much
few
is a
months,
skyscraper
and
gonna
after,
cost?
like, I
made
think,
my
like,
way over to the shop where I was gonna buy my first
8
house as a
months of me
parkour
going to the gym
master.
straight
I walked
now,
inside and this store looked nothing like all
the
other
best
shops I
bench
bought
press I
houses
can
from.
do is
Instead,
95
there was
pounds
just
total.
one
A
giant hole in
45
the
pound
middle.
bar plus
Okay,
20 on
don't
each
tell me I
side.
have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even
85
possible?
pounds.
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to build your jump, buddy.
Let's go. I can build
I'm
my
still
own
pretty
jump
weak.
to pay for my house. Now I understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks. All right, what am I gonna build? Wait, how do I even know this
Panky,
is gonna
what?
be enough
Look,
to buy the house?
I'm
Can't
trying.
you just tell me how much the house costs?
I'm a weak little
No, that's
femboy.
your
I'm
job.
sorry.
Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price. That's just great. Let's just hope this 3-block diagonal jump works. Nice. All right, did I get the house?
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think that would work? If I had a dirt house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
Okay, that's not
Jesus.
good. Now I just wasted 3 of the blocks I had. How am I possibly gonna make a jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper with 1 block? Okay, let's see. This is a 3-block jump and then into a 2-block jump. Oh god, I have an idea and I don't like it. But if I'm gonna buy a parkour
He's gonna
skyscraper,
spin on it,
I
right?
think this is my only choice. This is such a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2. Oh, I cannot
What?
believe I just made that.
I've never even seen a 360, but you just paid me with 2 in a row. This is incredible. Let me show you to your parkour skyscraper.
If there's one thing I know about
Damn.
life in parkour civilization, it's that a 360
What was your
can
starting
solve
weight?
everything.
I used the
Alright,
girl
here's your new
bar
house.
and just
I
the
have to
girl
be the
bar, so it was
first
like a
person in
25
history
pound
to have
bar.
bought a house on the noob
I
level,
started
the
with
pro
a
level,
25
and the
pound girl
master
bar
level.
and nothing
I
else.
cannot wait to check this out. Wait, how do I even get up here?
So,
Oh,
moving
yeah,
up to
usually when
85 is
people
pretty
buy
cool.
this house, they water bucket from
Thigh
all the way up
reveal? reveal
there to get
when?
inside.
I have to jump.
I have
all
a
the way up there
Fansly,
just to
bro.
get up one block?
I post
No,
more
no,
than just
since you
my
paid me a
thighs
lot,
on there.
I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water bucketing, but he said as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you. That means I'm gonna have to get a water bucket before I become a social outcast up here. Alright, time to check out the biggest house I've ever bought in parkour civilization. The downside about being a parkour master is every jump in my life is
Just
now
think of
so much
Curse of
harder.
Binding
The
leather
houses up here
boots,
had so many
unfortunately.
more spaces to fall through. I even had to jump if I wanted to go on the couch.
Jesus, this
but
is
that's
an
what it means
awful
to be a master
jump.
in parkour civilization. Parkour
And now I'm
masters
up to
are never supposed
175
to fall,
pounds.
no matter how hard the jump
good
is.
shit, that's
So,
big
I guess I have
progress.
to do
Thank
all
you.
these glass jumps every
Calliope,
time
I
I
love
want to
you.
get to the top floor of my house. When I climbed up
I
the ladder,
weigh
I was in
145,
my
that's
very
crazy.
own garden. I didn't even know nature like this still existed in parkour civilization, but now I have it in my house. This entire level of civilization was
I wish I
still
could lift
so
more than
crazy
60
to me. I
pounds,
couldn't
but
even believe
impossible.
half of the things I was seeing.
I'm
Never in my
the
life would I have
strongest
thought I would
Panky
have to
Discord
swim
server
up a
member.
waterfall to get to the top floor of my house. I was so amazed
Way
by
too
everything
15.
around me that I didn't even pay attention to the fact that I was at 2 hearts. If I missed one of these jumps and took fall damage, it might be the end.
Curse of
But I'm a
Binding
master
thigh
now, so I
highs?
never missed
What?
No, I missed one parkour jump and I took 1 heart of damage, leaving me with 1 heart left. I was so focused
Yeah,
on buying a house
I'm
that I
like
didn't even
500
realize I had
pounds.
no
About
food and
400
no
of those pounds is
regeneration.
all in
I
my
was still
tail.
suffering
You see
the
how big this
consequences
tail
from the
is?
ambush at the parkour temple. Now that I had time to
You
process
see how
the
big my fucking
situation,
tail
there was
is?
no
My
way
tail
that
is
person
so
acted
fucking
alone.
fat. It adds
Someone
400
didn't
pounds
want me
to
to
me.
rank up, and whoever that is still out there. I didn't know. Maybe it was another parkour master, or maybe it was someone else. All I knew is that I was gonna have to figure out something quick if I wanted to survive. If I missed one more jump, my entire journey would be for nothing. So if I was
Tail
gonna
the
have
size
any
of me
chance of
for
surviving,
real.
I was gonna need to
What?
find a place to get food. I went down the parkour highway until I
What?
saw a massive building in the distance. I was just
Chat,
hoping that this
calm
was a place to
down.
get food because I had
I
4
could
hunger bars
muffle a
left,
main
and I don't
scream
even
with
wanna
that
think
tail.
about what
I
might
could
happen
show.
if
I
I
could
lose the
kill
ability
someone
to
by
sprint.
like
I walked into the
muffling
building,
the
and
screams
so
with my tail.
far I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers and hoppers on the
What
wall.
lore
All
am
of
I
the
missing?
dispensers had different types of parkour items listed above them. Maybe this was a place I could go and get more blocks to build more jumps. Or maybe not. Why don't these machines even work? I'm not getting anything.
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour bank, are you?
The parkour bank? I already knew parkour was how people
What?
paid each other in parkour civilization, but this was different. Someone walked up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange, they got wood blocks for it. I realized the paper the guy put into the
I would love to die
dispenser was
suffocating
something
your
I was
tail.
already familiar
Oh my
with.
God,
It must
you
have
guys
been
are
a
all
daily
horny.
task paper, which means not even being a parkour master can get me out of work. On the other side
God
of the bank,
damn it.
I saw a staircase that was definitely too hard to do with 1 heart left.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich, though.
How does every
Die by
parkour master know that
thigh.
this is
Oh
my
my
first day
God.
here? Alright, well I found the bank, but that didn't help me at all. The situation
How
was
much can
getting
you
worse as
squat?
I kept going on. I was now down to 3.5
How much
hunger
can I
bars. If I didn't
squat?
get food within a few minutes, I would lose
Squatting's
my
a
sprint,
little
and
bit
every
easier,
3-block
like
jump that
like
I've been
a-
doing would be impossible.
like a deadlift?
Okay, I really hope this place sells
mean-
food.
Yeah, this is the place for food. You just gotta build your jump.
45-pound
This is
bar
it. I'm done
plus
for.
I think like
I have no
25
blocks
on
left.
each
I have
side?
no
don't
way
know.
of paying for anything in parkour civilization. I'm gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. How embarrassing is that? Wait a minute. Unless parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing
push-ups
parkour
can you
pros.
do?
Could I bribe a parkour
Oh my-
master
I
for
don't even
food?
wanna talk
Would
about the
that work?
push-ups.
I mean, maybe it could. What the? Where did that person just come from? Oh my god. she
Bar on
probably
your
fell from
shoulders,
all the way
then
up there.
squat. I haven't
Oh
done
well,
that.
free
I
blocks for
usually do
me.
deadlift.
Let's go. I'm saved. In my entire
And then
time
like
in
for leg
parkour
days, I
civilization,
do
I've
like
never
there are these
even
like
seen ice jumps,
like
but
press
now
machines and
wasn't
stuff
the
that
time
I
to be
do.
scared
I
of
usually do the
jumps. I needed
machines.
the
I
food.
usually don't
Alright,
do
what
the
does
do like the
2
bar
three-block ice
stuff
jumps get me?
for like that.
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot? Ice jumps were apparently worth a lot
What?
in parkour civilization because I got 64 golden carrots.
Please come back, bro. Anytime.
Let's go. I'm
What?
not gonna be the first parkour master in history.
I'm
to
not gonna
starve.
lie, I kind of wasn't
Now
paying
you talk
attention.
serious.
I need to go
Time
back a little bit.
Bros,
I need
could
to go
and be
back.
the first parkour master in history to starve. How
How did
embarrassing
he get
is that?
this?
Wait a minute. Unless parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Could I bribe a parkour master for food? Would that work? I mean, maybe it could. What the?
What?
Where did that person just come from? Oh my god, she probably fell from all the way up there. Well, oh well.
Ab
3 blocks
crunches.
for me.
Core
Let's
is
go, I'm saved.
fun.
In my entire
Core's
time
not
in
fun. I
Parkour
hate doing core.
Civilization,
Oh,
I've
I
never even
hate core.
seen ice
Ooh, I
jumps,
hate
but
core.
now wasn't
I
the
fucking
time to be
hate
scared of
core.
jumps. I needed the food. All right, what does 2
How do you
3
like
block
press
ice
then?
jumps get me?
Well, I
Dude,
usually
you seriously
I do
paid
like
that
the
much?
machine
Wait,
where
what
like
do
you
mean
like
paid that
sit
much?
down
Did
in
I pay
it.
a lot? Ice jumps were
And, like,
apparently worth a lot in Parkour Civilization
you're like
because
you
I
like
got
sit down on the
64 golden
floor.
carrots.
And
Please
then
come
like you
back,
put
bro,
your legs,
anytime.
you
Let's
put like your
go.
feet
I'm
up
not
against
gonna
this
be
like
the
giant
first
like
parkour
platform
master in
thing.
history to start.
And I have two
Now, I
45s
actually
or
have
2
the
plates
chance
on
to
each
start
side of
living
that.
life as a
It's like
parkour
95
master. I
plus
don't even know
whatever
what
like
to
the
do
weight
now.
is
Do I
of like
go
just
to
like
work,
the
or
leg
do
press
I get
machine.
a water bucket? Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a water bucket. I took the parkour highway until
Where's
I
my
found a
credit
different
card
building.
info?
Hopefully, this will be the place where I could get a water bucket because it didn't really seem like I was a parkour master until I got one. I walked into the
Have a great
building
stream.
and I
Thank
saw
you.
a giant
Bye.
glass staircase
Well, thank you
with a
for showing
small
up, Pookie.
platform on top. And on the floor, it looked like there was some sort of target.
You're here for a water bucket?
Oh, yeah. Is this the place I get one?
You don't just get one. You pay for one with your life. Climb up to the
I ain't
top
from
of
the
the
land of
staircase
eagles. I
and
have no
grab a
fucking
water
clue,
bucket.
man.
If you make it, you keep it.
Of course, I have to risk my life yet again. Getting a water bucket was the only thing different in Parkour Civilization. Usually, you pay for everything with parkour, but not this time. It didn't matter though. The fear of death never stopped me before.
Yes, sir. Somehow he ranked up. I don't know. It doesn't
What?
matter. Maybe he dies.
Are
from
they
the water
against
bucket,
him?
but
Do
if
they
he
not
doesn't,
want him?
We'll be there to stop him.
I somehow
Course
made
we
it to the top of the glass
Oh my
staircase.
God.
I can confidently say that stairs are the worst thing about being a parkour master. But right now, stairs were
I can
the
leg
least of
press
my
400
worries.
pounds.
I
I can
opened the
pro-
chest
I-
to see a bunch of water buckets.
I could probably
The
do a
only way
lot
I'm
more,
gonna
but
be
I'm
able to
talking about
keep
like
one
what
of
I
these
do like
is if I
regular
go
for my
for the
sets. I
water
haven't
bucket
tried to
jump
do
and
like
make
a
it
PR.
successfully. If
like,
I make
for
it,
one
I'll
time.
have the ability to unlock an entirely new level of parkour. And if I don't, well, my entire journey's been for nothing.
Hope he
But
gets
that's
it.
the way life is in Parkour Civilization. You jump to survive, and I happen to be pretty good at it. Why did I do this to myself? I should have never ranked up. Life as a parkour noob was so much easier. I gotta say, life as a parkour master is awesome. I mean, this is what it's like being at the top of
Thank
parkour
you, workout. Oh
civilization.
my god.
No way.
You guys just wanna
Did I
see a video of me
seriously just
working
catch
out
another
on
master
Fansly?
doing a one
Me
block
working
jump
out
to
but
get to his
completely naked.
house?
Oh my god.
No, I don't even know how this got here. Okay, now I have to start going to my house the real way, and that means
What's your
taking a trip
spot?
on the
Oh
parkour
God.
staircase. Here in Parkour Civilization, masters should never be seen doing one-block jumps. If you're caught, you will basically become a laughingstock in Parkour City. I tried keeping the one-block jump to my house for as long as possible because I was avoiding getting to my house the real way. And that's because the real way to my house sucks. If I miss even one of these water bucket jumps, it would be game over
Whoa.
for me. But everyone up here knows that the best parkour masters never take fall damage, and I was gonna be one of the best. Please don't let me die. Oh, thank you. All that just to get to my house. But this is the price
Oh,
I paid
no.
to become a parkour master. I defied death too many times to count to rank up. And now, as a
I prefer
master in
squats
parkour
over leg
civilization,
press.
the only way to survive is by
I
doing
like
the
the leg
hardest
press more.
possible
Makes
jumps.
me-
These were
it-
jumps I
it-
could only dream of
it
when
makes
I
my
was a
legs
parkour
work a lot
noob.
harder.
But now that I earned my water bucket, I have the ability
Machines
to
are just a
become
lot
the greatest
better
master
in general.
Parkour Civilization. My first days on this level were confusing, but now I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. As a parkour pro, I was required to do a daily task every single day. But now as a master, I can choose to do a task whenever I want. Instead of being paid in practice time, the masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your
Leg
own
reveal?
jumps.
I
That means
just
the more
said!
blocks you have, the more powerful you are as a master. And right
Preserve
now,
the French
I can't
cuisine, so I
make
just
many
have an image
parkour
of
jumps,
shady
so that's
ketchup
why I gotta
dealer.
work.
What?
Parkour delivery here.
Come in.
All right, let's hope I can do this.
You can
job
see
well.
my
Hey
thighs
there,
all
you
you
wanted
want
some parkour
on
built,
my
right?
Twitter.
Yeah, that's right. I ordered my new chain couch.
Just
You
go
can
to
put it
Twitter.
right over there.
I can't say I've heard of a chain couch before, but I guess there's a first time for everything.
Chain couch is
all right, I
crazy.
think I
Imagine
built
sitting
this
down
right.
on
Is this
that.
what
Oh
you
wait,
Oh yeah, this is
I'm
a
basically
real
sitting
couch.
down on one
Maybe
right
if
now.
you're as rich as me one day, you can afford one of these.
Sure. Well, I hope you enjoy your new. Oh shoot, no, bro.
What?
Am I seriously not gonna get a tip? Dude, that guy said he was rich too. I could have gotten some ice blocks or something. The truth about being a parkour master is that people don't always get along. Not only do you have to survive every single jump, but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, buddy. What do you think
Remember,
you're
the
doing?
free weights,
Everyone
they're
knows
different
I'm the
machines
guy
allow
who
you to
sells
isolate
houses.
specific
Go and
muscle
take a
groups.
different
Free weights
job.
are more
Wait, what do you mean? My
compound
job today is
movements.
to sell houses. You
What's
can't
your
just
Twitter?
skip one day. Come on,
Exclamation
man.
point
I need the money.
socials.
That's it. Parkour battle. battle. You and me right now.
And by defend yourself, I mean being prepared for a random parkour battle at any point. For my first move, I attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal jump. I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had no problem with it. Now it was his turn to attack, and I was in serious trouble. The parkour master built a 3-block chain jump.
Let's
Crazy.
see you tried to defend against this attack, buddy.
What?
I don't even have chains to build with. I can't do this jump.
Then you have officially lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine again.
And there it was. That was my first
It's
time
at the
losing
link
a
tree.
parkour battle. But that's just a part of the learning process for being a parkour master. But even though I've learned so much, there's one thing that I've yet to figure out, and that's how to get to the top of the parkour temple. If I make it up there, I could potentially be the parkour champion, but I didn't see a way up. Back when I was a parkour pro, I could see the path on the side of the wall to rank up, but now there's nothing here.
That's because you can't see it. It's said that only the parkour champion knows the way up.
Standing behind me was the master that I beat in my first parkour battle. He was the one who gave me the Totem of Undying and helped me find the way past the impossible jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
I knew giving you that Totem of Undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save all of parkour civilization.
MF got
by becoming
breedable
the
hips?
champion.
Oh my
Save
god.
parkour civilization? Wait, what are you talking about? Why
This is some anime
I need to be
shit.
the one to become the parkour
It
champion?
is.
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought all hope
What?
was lost before you ranked up.
We're
You
at
don't
war?
understand. People aren't supposed
With
to rank up,
who?
but you did it anyways. You need to come with me now.
What is going on? There's a parkour war and somehow I'm supposed to be the champion? Oh,
What?
am I getting myself into? I should have never ranked up. I was happy
This
in my
is
mansion.
insane.
The master
This is
brought
crazy.
me into the parkour temple and I followed him until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I saw a small scale version of a map of the entire parkour civilization. The master said he had a mission for me. He told me to travel as far north as I could and find the highest parkour highway there is. He told me there's a building there that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour civilization. He told me to go at night, and if I succeed, I might be able to save everyone. It was time. I woke up in the middle of the night. This was a stealth mission. If everything went according to plan, I would get in and get out and no one would see me. And obviously,
What's
that's
the video
assuming the parkour
called?
master isn't leading me into a
Minecraft, but I
trap.
survive
For
in
whatever
parkour
it's worth, I trust
civilization.
him. If he was trying to stop me from ranking up, he wouldn't have given me the Totem of Undying. That means I can only assume if he wanted me dead, I would have been dead already. But at this point, I wasn't doing it for the parkour master. I was doing it for me. If there was any chance I could figure out the truth about parkour civilization, I was gonna take it. All I know is someone tried to stop me from ranking up, and this place
Full
might give
movie.
me answers. I traveled north like the master told me to, and all the way at the top, I saw the parkour highway I needed to get to. There was no
Nice.
turning back now. Going up this might be a one-way trip, but if what I was doing actually could save parkour civilization, then
I wonder how
someone's
many
gotta be the
times,
one to
like,
do it. So why not
he, like,
me? Now that I
failed,
was at
like, the
top of
jumps, like,
staircase,
during
getting
this,
to the parkour highway
while
was
doing
a different
this?
story. I didn't even
I'm
know
just, like,
if this
very
jump was
curious
possible.
of that.
Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I backed up to get momentum and I jumped.
Oh!
No, no, no! I thought it was too short, but I
Ooh,
made it.
he did it. Let's
Okay, that
go,
was
dude.
Way too close. That better be the last time I do something like that. Given that this place I was
Crazy.
trying to find wasn't supposed to be found, that probably wouldn't be the case. I kept going on the parkour highway until I saw a building. This one looked different than all of the other buildings in Parkour City, and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to get to. But that's why the master sent me, the guy who's never failed a jump before. Yeah, let's pretend that's
What?
true. The entrance to the building looked like it was guarded
This
by a
guy's
difficult
failed. He's a
parkour
liar.
course. As long as there were no people around, I was just fine with doing parkour. But if people were to show up and challenge me to a parkour battle, well, it's been a good run. This next jump was
My
a
anxiety
4-block
could
jump.
never.
I don't think I've ever done a 4-block jump straight up before. But
What?
the master said that this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was gonna be me. I got momentum, and I
What?
made the 4-block
Oh
jump.
my god!
4-block jump down, and now, oh my god, what is this? I stood on a path of ice blocks, and at the end, there was a jump way too far to even comprehend.
That's crazy.
This could have been a 6-block jump. I couldn't believe it. I tried looking around for barrier blocks. Maybe there was a secret path to this as well, but I found nothing. Somehow, I was
Crazy
gonna have to
work.
make this jump. And I think I had an idea of how I might be able to do it. Okay, well, I get one chance at this. Oh man, if only I was rich enough to buy ice blocks to practice.
Oh!
I do not want to do that again. There must be a
The
parkour
legendary
god looking out for me.
5-block
Okay,
jump,
back to the secret
dude.
mission. Now, I was just hoping I didn't walk into an ambush. I walked inside and I saw a giant hole in the floor with some parkour jumps up top. I was thankful that I didn't see anyone waiting for me, and what I wasn't thankful for was this glass pane staircase. Oh
Fuck
man,
you.
why did they have to make staircases so complicated in Parkour Civilization? This was supposed to be a stealth mission, but the staircase is making it really hard for that to be possible. After too long, I made it up the staircase into the top floor.
Nice.
I looked around but didn't see anyone. All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle and some giant screen. What is this thing? This looks so... What the... Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible.
Flashback? Anime
I got my money's
flashback?
worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Whoa, what just happened? How did I see that vision? That's my memory, isn't it? That's Siwat. I've lived that before. What is going on? I walked over to the screen and opened the book on the desk. It said, enter user. Well, I was here for information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this does. I put my name into the book and put it back on the desk, and text appeared on the screen.
Noob?
Rank noob? Wait,
What?
how? I'm a master, though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared right behind me. Before they saw me, I ran and hid behind the bush. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good.
Oh man, going into work late today, I guess. Or early maybe, I don't know.
So far, the person didn't see me, but that's when someone else came into the room. It was Siwat. I know him, don't I? He's from my memory. I saw him walk up to the desk and start putting something in the book. And the player that was on the pedestal started moving. I watched as this player with no boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the 1-block jump.
What?
And we got another noob. Good.
That
we needed more of
idiot.
those.
What is
That
going on
fool.
here?
You can come out from behind that bush, you know.
Oh no, this is not good. Okay, time to improvise.
I mean, bro, the bush is see-through. You really thought that was gonna work?
Okay, can you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you
No
when I
fucking
stepped on
way.
that pedestal? We know each other. That's our memory.
Nope. That's just what every new person sees. It's a fake memory to make you think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why else would people parkour if it wasn't for money or social status?
So it was all just a lie?
It was
I don't
all
get it.
a
What is this
lie?
for? These 3 jumps, that new player just fell through on
Dude's
the first
fucking
one. What happened to him?
stupid. He
Siwat
is.
explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob, a pro, or a master. These 3 jumps right when you join Parkour Civilization decide your entire fate? How is that fair?
It's not about fair, it's about order. If you can't parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
This is so messed up. This is so messed up. How is this happening? I can't let this keep going on. I have to find a way
We
to
should
stop
destroy
this.
capitalism.
Okay, if I can attack him with a
If this
parkour
is
jump,
its
he has
effects
no
and
choice but to battle me.
consequences.
I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do. It's time to go for the 720.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I looked over and Siwat already had an attack built. It was with candles.
Yep, candle jump. One attack from this and it does 10 hearts. and
Fucking
that's good night for you.
candles?
I was finished. I couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything. I was defenseless. So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it, so someone else will.
Siwat placed down a parkour jump made out of brewing stands.
Fucking
I've never even
brewing
heard of
stand
parkour
jumps?
with brewing stands before.
Interesting thing about brewing stand jumps, they aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
This was it. I had no brewing stands to defend myself. I took the
The
hit
consequences
and
of the
slowly started
Industrial
fading
Revolution
away.
have been a
Have fun with the
disaster for
champion
the
in the
human
arena.
race.
No pressure at all. Just 1 minute before I fight the parkour champion. All right, I'm gonna take 32 blocks. I really just hope there's a chance that the greatest player in Parkour Civilization doesn't know how to do a 360. I was now
Okay.
getting ready to fight the parkour champion in the arena.
He's
worst
gonna
part
fight the
was is that I
parkour
was only
champion,
allowed to bring
dude.
in 64 blocks to fight with. I had no clue what the parkour champion was gonna attack me with, so I decided to take some of every block. This was
Oh,
life or
no.
death. If by some miracle I could
cooked.
defend the parkour champion's attacks, I would have to use these
Mr.
blocks to build the
Kaczynski was
hardest
right
parkour
all
jumps I've
along. That's
ever done.
crazy.
I wanted to believe that I could win, but deep down I knew that this could very well be the end of my journey.
Before you step into the arena, drop all of your blocks. I need to count if you are bringing 64.
These are the blocks I'm bringing. It should add up to 64.
You're good. You may now fight the parkour champion.
Okay,
This
good.
was it. One way or another, this would be my final battle in Parkour Civilization. The door opened and I stepped in to the parkour arena. It was time to fight.
Boom.
If I somehow beat the parkour champion, maybe I have a way to save everyone in Parkour Civilization. But if I lose, which let's be honest here, is very much possible, well, let's just say I should have died a long time ago. I thought the parkour civilization I was living in was fair and a place where everyone could parkour to rank up in society. But I was wrong. I discovered the truth, that your entire fate is decided by 3 jumps. And there are people at the top of parkour
It was
civilization
rigged
that
from
will
the
stop at
start?
nothing to keep this order. Unfortunately, I couldn't discover the truth without paying the price. And now there's nothing I can do.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
And now it's time to fight the champion. Wait, what? You're not the champion? Who are you? You're a pro. What are you doing here? I thought I was fighting the champion.
Oh, yeah, you have to fight me first. Please just go easy on me, though. It's my first time here.
Okay,
It's
I
your
guess I'm
first
not
time.
fighting
You're
the
not. I'm
champion
not going
first.
easy on
I
you,
have
little bro.
to
Get
fight
over
a
here.
Parkour pro? This is really
You're getting
weird.
clapped.
I've never even fought a pro. What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first attack, I attacked with a 3-block vertical jump. I didn't want to do anything too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage. But fortunately,
Boom.
it seemed like this fight was going to be easier than I thought until something happened. The blocks that I used for my attack all disappeared.
What?
In the parkour arena, if you place blocks, you will never get them back. And now I
He's
realized
gonna
why I
lose
was
to a
fighting a
noob
parkour
immediately.
pro. It was genius, actually. If I wasted all of my blocks before getting to the champion, I would have no fighting chance.
That's awful.
Hey, quick question. The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know, for, like, the fight.
Warming up
Panky's
the
gonna lose
crowd.
to a noob
You know
immediately?
there's literally no one watching, right?
Yeah, I know. Please just get this over with.
Oh god, I'm a terrible person. Man, this is the weirdest
I would
parkour
never
battle
lose to a
ever.
noob.
For my second attack, I built a 4-block jump. And of course, it
I
was
would beat the
successful once
champion
again.
first
But
try.
at this point, I wasn't worried about winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every attack. There was no way I could afford to use more than 2 blocks for an attack. At least not in this fight. For the final attack, I did a backwards jump.
Did you just go backwards?
This is not going to be pretty. Oh, shoot! Oh, that was not how I thought it was going to turn out. It was a little
Panky
unfortunate
would
that
break
I
through an
essentially
extra
wasted
landing
2
on
blocks
them.
on that jump since
Fuck
he didn't even
you.
try it, but at least I survived the first
You
parkour
would get
battle without
clapped? I
taking any
wouldn't!
damage. So now what happens? Do I fight the champion? I stood there on the platform not knowing what to do until I saw someone jumping towards me. All right, this is it. This is the battle for life or death. Let's get this over with. So, you must be the champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right? Look at my boots. I'm a master. Do these look diamond to you?
Okay, well, I don't know. I thought I was fighting the champion, so when does that happen?
You
This
still
is
have 2 more
bullshit.
people to go through if you want to see the champion, but you're not making it past me. Let's go. Start
Oh
the battle.
my
This is not
god.
good. I have to win 2 more parkour battles if I want to even see the champion. It was clear that the
This
odds
is
were stacked
bullshit.
against me, but that wasn't going to stop me from trying.
It's
Now, I was
impossible.
fighting
He can't
against a
do
master.
anything.
This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was going to have to attack with harder jumps. I decided this was a good time to use one of my stairs. For my first attack, I did a 4-block diagonal stair
Boom.
jump, but I was in trouble. Even for myself, I knew the attack was too easy.
That's what you're attacking me with?
I was getting ready for the master to easily defend my attack, but by some miracle, he failed it.
What?
The master didn't know, but I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with that first attack, but that wasn't gonna happen again.
Okay.
I needed to do harder jumps. I used
Bruh.
2 more of my stairs to build another 4-block diagonal jump. If I make this, I would only need 1 more attack to win the battle. But I missed. I came so close, but I didn't.
What do you mean
land
you
on the
missed?
stair.
Wasted another 2 stairs, I see. Even if you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion with.
Actual
master was
plot
right.
armor.
I
What do
was
you mean
running
he
out of
missed? He
blocks
didn't
quickly.
miss.
I only had 1 stair left, and I wasn't even done with my second battle. I watched as the master built his first attack. I was
No.
gonna have to defend myself against a 4-block ice jump.
Nah,
Go on, use
ice.
some of your ice blocks. I'm sure you don't have that many of them.
He was right. I only had 4 ice blocks with me. Even the best case
Can't
scenario
stop
where I
the
defend this attack, I'll only have
autumn
2 ice
shrine
blocks
maiden
left.
grind.
I went for the jump, and I almost slid off,
Oh.
but I stayed on. Oh, that was too close. Okay. It was now my turn to attack, but this battle was taking too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was trying to make me waste all of my blocks.
That's
but there was
fucked
no
up.
way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed to build an attack that would end this battle right now, and I knew just the way to do it. In a parkour battle, the harder the attack is, the more damage it does. And I was about to attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done. All right, 4-block jump into a 2-block. Let's do this. I attacked with a 4-block jump into a 360, and I made it. Oh, let's go. I actually made it. That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever done. All right, buddy, your turn. 4-block jump into a 2-block 360.
This is impossible.
I watched as the parkour master attempted the combo and failed, and the damage was enough to win the parkour battle. It worked. That parkour combo that I did may have just saved my life, at least for now. If that master was telling the truth, I still have to win one more battle if I want to fight the champion. There was nothing else I could do. I tried looking around for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go. The only way out of
he's
this
getting
arena
low
is
on
to
blocks.
continue
He
fighting.
can't.
From across the arena, the path opened up, and my third opponent jumped towards me.
F-Bo, you've come so far, but this is as far as you go.
Peak
I'm
content?
afraid you
It's
won't
peak,
make
yeah,
it
it's peak
past me
content.
to
It's peak
fight the
content.
champion. Let's begin.
Okay, let's do this. It's just another master. I just beat one before, and I can do it again. If I could finish this battle with a couple parkour combos, I might have enough blocks to fight the champion. For my first attack, I decided to build
How much is
2
left?
4-block
Like
jumps.
20 minutes?
I thought this combo would be hard, but I had no clue who I was facing. The master made the jumps easily, and my attack was unsuccessful. Now, I was in huge trouble. Unlike all the other people I
Panky's
faced in
gonna
parkour
peek.
battles,
Dude, I'm gonna
this
peek all
master
over
was
the
not
screen.
afraid to attack with his own parkour combos. And unfortunately for me, his was much harder than mine. The second jump in the combo was a jump that I didn't think would be possible. It was too far, but I had to try. My life depended on this. I went to defend the attack, but I overjumped it. The attack dealt
Oh my
5
god,
hits
he
again. Oh, this is
overjumped
not
that
good. This is
fool!
really not good. I managed to gain back 2 hearts, but my hunger was lost. This was it. No more second chances. No
Oh
more
my
regenerating
god.
health. I had to make
A
these jumps.
chain
The parkour
jump
master
ice?
attacked with an even harder combo, this time using 2 chains and an ice block. But by
Jesus,
some miracle,
man.
I made it. Oh man, how did I just do that? This master was too good. No matter what jump I thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the history of parkour battles. And I was gonna have to do this first try. Finish it off with the 3-block candle jump, and we are done. Let's go. I'm probably gonna die. Let's do this. Flower pot jump to chain, chain to backwards jump to 360 fence jump, diagonal chain jump to the candle.
What?
I did it. I just made the hardest
Oh my
parkour
god.
combo in the world.
F-Bo, the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You have my respects. Good luck against the champion.
Before I could say
Whoa,
anything,
he
the
just
master
fucking
gave
killed
up and just
himself?
jumped off. I won the 3rd battle, which
Jesus.
means now I only have to battle the
Honestly,
champion.
I killed myself
and the
too.
champion is the one that tried to stop me from ranking up this entire time?
All of this parkour just to die by the champion.
This was it.
What?
Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization.
He comes down
Put up a
laughing
good
like an
fight, I'll
actual
give you that.
fucking villain.
This ends
He floats
I
down.
watched as the parkour champion built his
Did
first
not
attack,
want to do
and
that.
It was a 5-block jump.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion.
Why
And
is he
you
so edgy?
Be the one that makes the rules. But this is my parkour civilization.
Oh
and
my
I
god.
Never lose.
Dude,
The
he
parkour champion
dude, no.
made the 5-block jump.
Jesus.
It's not possible. It's just not. I can't do it. This was it. This was the end. There was no second chance, no backup I could call for, nothing to get me out of this.
How much
lost,
they paid
and
him?
I won't be the one to save parkour civilization.
Oh.
I opened my eyes and I was in a place that I knew all too well.
What?
I was down at the bottom. I was
He's
in the
in-
parkour temple.
no,
at the
he's in
noob
noob
level of
again?
Parkour civilization. I opened my inventory and I had leather boots on. After the battle with the champion,
no.
I am now a noob
No.
again. I let everyone down. I was supposed to be the one to save parkour civilization. And I couldn't do it. And now the champion gets what he wants. No one can ever rank up ever again. No one's free. People risked
Hello,
their
fellas.
lives because
Hello,
they
hello.
trusted me to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just at the bottom again. I don't even have sprint. I can't even do more than a 2-block jump. It's over, right? The old man gave me the last ticket to rank up. And even if I did, what's the point? The only way I
Hi,
could
buddy.
save people is by becoming the champion. And he's impossible to beat. Well, it's out of my hands now.
This
There's
is
nothing to
bullshit.
do. I mean, maybe I just go back to parkour prison. At least there I could get fed some better food. Rather have fish than raw chicken.
Down at the bottom again, are we?
What?
Maybe I was wrong about you.
You were wrong about me. Wait, who are you?
Something
What?
tells me you already know the answer.
The strange man turned around.
Is he
and
God?
was wearing netherite boots? I
Netherite?
do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. You're the parkour god? But you were just a
Parkour
noob.
god?
Is this all of your doing?
The parkour civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the new champion had different plans.
And you,
What?
you wanted me to stop the champion, and I couldn't. I'm sorry you put
Oh
your
my
trust in me.
God.
I thought I was
This
good
is
enough.
crazy.
I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
Cookie God.
I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get a ticket anymore. I can't even sprint. What good is a 1-block jump gonna do against the parkour champion?
As long as you can parkour, there is always
Whoa!
a way.
The parkour god dropped a pair of boots on the ground and jumped away.
He
What
just
is
gave him
going on?
diamond
I jumped over
boots!
and grabbed the boots that the parkour god left. These were no ordinary boots. These were diamond. Only the parkour champion
Oh
wears
shit!
these. And now I have them. I threw away my leather boots and I put on the champion boots. Immediately, my
Wow.
hunger bar returned to full and I could see above into the upper layers. Oh my god, this is crazy.
Oh
What
my
is going on? What is going
goodness
on? I don't
gracious.
know where the parkour god
He's
got these
hacking?
boots from or why he would trust me with them, but it didn't matter. This was my second chance. I don't know how I'm gonna get back up to the top, but I'm gonna find a way. Everyone's life depends on this, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to save parkour civilization. Parkour civilization was in danger. I thought people could parkour their way up to a better life, but I realized it was all just a lie. The truth is that the parkour champion controls everyone and everything. I thought
This
I could be the one
bastard.
to put an
We
end to
gotta
it and
kill
save
him.
everyone,
We gotta
but I
take
failed.
care of him.
Luckily for me, second
He's
chances come
overrun
around
with
quite often,
power.
and I still have one more shot at saving parkour civilization. The only way I can put an end to
We
all this
gotta
is if I
get
beat the
rid of
parkour champion,
him!
and that means I have to get back up to the arena somehow. And that was gonna be harder than I thought. I had diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were, and I had no way up. That means somehow I was gonna have to get a ticket. Oh, this is not good. I can't even earn a ticket myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is
The
if
plot
some
is
other
crazy.
noob
I'm supposed
has
to
one. But even if I
wake
got
up
lucky
to
and a
work
noob
in
hasn't
5
used their
hours.
ticket already, I
Oh
couldn't
my
find
God.
anyone. I was beginning to think that there were no noobs left, and
What
they
is
were all in
everyone
prison
watching?
until
We're
I
watching-
finally
we're
found
watching
one still
Parkour
standing.
Civilization.
I asked the noob if there was any chance he had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple, but he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do ticket challenges. It's now impossible for parkour noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the
Just
champion's
send him
doing.
letters.
If pros don't come down here at all,
Kaczynski
the
said
noobs
they
have no
taught
way
us.
of getting
Oh my
food.
God.
That means if I don't get up in time and beat the champion, everyone down here will die. There has to be a way
Oh,
I can get
no!
past these barriers. I mean, the parkour god wouldn't have given me champion boots for nothing, right? And that's when I remembered I had champion boots on now. These boots were meant for the person that rules parkour civilization. And that's when I thought back to what the champion said.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules.
If the
What?
parkour champion makes the rules,
He can
they
make the
had to be the one
rules.
to place the barriers, right? Which means if someone placed them, someone can get rid of them. It was a shot in the dark, but I thought I'd at least try. Oh, this is pointless. This is not gonna work. Wait, what?
What?
It broke. I couldn't believe it, but there it was. I was staring at a hole in the
He
barriers.
got rid
This
of
is
it?
insane. I can break barriers now? Ah, thank you, parkour god. Let's go. I got rid of more of the barriers until there was a space big enough to jump through. All right, let me make sure I'm not hitting my head on any of these. And now it's time to go save everyone. I did it. I
Let's
was
go,
now
dude.
inside the
Holy
parkour
shit.
temple, and I was one step closer to getting back up to the top. Now that I was in the temple, it was time to start actually coming up with a plan. I was gonna have to find a way
I
to
hope
somehow
everyone
get back
dies?
into
No.
the arena and fight the champion.
We
And
need to
even if
save
I
the
do manage
world.
to do that, I still have to worry about beating him, which is a whole nother story. My rough draft of a plan involved grabbing blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but the chests were empty. Those
That's
chests were
fucked up.
usually filled with blocks for the pros to do their daily tasks, but someone got rid of all of them. My
Jesus.
idea of getting blocks was already off
The
to a
world
bad
is
start,
cringe, it
but
must be
I had a
cleansed.
backup
So
plan for where I
true.
could go to get more. I made it back up to the second layer of parkour civilization, but now was no time to celebrate. I still had such a long way to go to get up to the third layer, and time was running out. I made my way over to the place where I could get all the blocks I needed. The parkour training grounds should have thousands of blocks I could
Right?
use. The last time I was in here, I
Surely.
was training to rank up to become a master, but something was off. The course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse. No, 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 come on, they can't be empty. Why are they empty? All of these chests should have been filled with
They're
blocks
all
to build parkour
empty?
jumps, but they were all empty. Okay, this is not good. This is
He
really not
needs to
good.
get blocks or he's gonna
Something strange was going
die!
on, and I needed to find some answers. I took a trip back to where I used to live when I was a parkour pro. If there was anyone I could trust to talk to, it would be my neighbor. And that was assuming he was still alive. I found the house where my neighbor used to live, and thankfully, parkour civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Egbo, you're alive, and you're the parkour champion?
Well, I'm not really the champion. I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that parkour pros aren't allowed to go down to the noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took every block, and they can't even practice anymore.
That's awful.
This
No.
is truly the end of parkour civilization. First, it was the noobs in danger. Now the pros are, and soon it might even be the masters. One by one, the parkour champion is taking away the free will of everyone. And if I don't end this now, there will be no one left to oppose him. Alright, no pressure. The fate of the world is in my hands, and now I have to speedrun one of the hardest parkour courses there is. Unlike getting up to the pro level, there was no easy way up to the master level. If you wanted to get back, you had to do the course. Even though I've made this course before, this was different. Time was running out, meaning I couldn't waste any taking this parkour course slow. And I can't afford to miss a single jump, because if I do, well, then I guess the parkour god trusted the wrong person. Luckily, I made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still get master boots if I had champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the master level, I had to blend in. Any one of these masters could be working for the champion, and if they saw me with champion boots on, well, that's attention that I definitely do not want right now. At least with the gold boots on, the people working for the champion might not recognize me. Now was the next part of my plan. If I have any shot at all of getting back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found. Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the parkour master lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up. But if I stayed down here, I run the risk of the masters on the champion's side finding me. I needed somewhere that would at least buy me a little more time, and the only place I thought of was to wait at the very top of the parkour staircase. At least here, I won't be seen that easily, but if I had to get down fast, I had no water bucket to save me. I realized I was standing so close to the barrier between the master and the champion levels, and now I have champion boots, meaning if I put these on, will I be able to see what life is like at the champion level? But before I could put them on, I saw the parkour master I was looking for. Now this is the part I was not looking forward to. The only way I can follow the parkour master is by taking fall damage, and I'm just hoping that the drop to his house isn't too far, and of course it's a 50 block drop. I'm never surviving that. Oh man, I have an idea, and I don't like it. Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had. Okay, no more thinking, let's just do this. I got momentum, and I jumped. I thought it was too short. Oh, that was so crazy.
1.5 heart!
God does not like me for that one. Even though I barely survived, I found the parkour master without being caught. And now it was time to carry out my plan to save parkour civilization. I told the master everything that happened, and I showed him that I had champion boots.
Shrine is so invested.
If I was gonna beat the champion, I would need his help.
I can't believe you survived and you met the parkour god. We can actually save everyone. Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it.
I had the master give me some blocks, and I told him to wait here for the next part of my plan. If everything goes right, I should have everything I need to get back into the arena. We need a water bucket, bro.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
That's assuming everything goes right, and so far, it hasn't worked out that way. I jumped over to the parkour bank. To get back into the arena, I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with, and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich, though.
Upstairs must be the place where the bank keeps their harder blocks.
Sir, you're not allowed to go up there.
Sorry, man. Got a bank to Okay, never mind. I was expecting to see places where I could buy flower pots and candles, but instead, there was just a massive box with a door.
Sir, this is a private vault for one of our most valuable customers. You have to leave immediately.
A private vault? I guess that might work.
You're not getting into this vault. No amount of money could make me open this door.
No amount of money? Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes before.
Just stop. It's not even worth it. What?
What do you say you open the door now? I think you don't see a backwards 360 too often.
Okay, well, I have to let you in now.
Let's go. I still got it.
Let's go!
Just don't take anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely not listening to that. I started looking around the vault for anything.
No, it's empty
too?
Most of
the chests were empty until I finally stumbled upon a water bucket.
No!
Okay, I need blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is supposedly rich, and the only thing I found is a water bucket. And 16 blocks. Never mind. I thought this vault was a dead end until it wasn't.
You inflate his ego,
I found 16
dude.
brewing stands. Now, my plan could actually work. It was time to go defeat the parkour champion.
Sir, I just wanted to let you know someone got into your vault.
You're the only one who has access to it, so explain to me how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a backwards 360. I had to.
A backwards 360? There's no one that can do a... No. No, how is this possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want. That's why I wish you the best of luck in this parkour battle, because if you don't make this jump, you're getting the slowness effect. I watched as Siwat tried to defend my attack, but he failed. All right, now it's time for some answers. I need you to tell me how to beat the parkour champion.
Chat, give me 2 seconds. About that, chat. Anyway, I'm back.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
Yep, I thought you might say that.
Oh my god.
Let's see, 3 block. Oh, that's plenty. All right, one more chance to tell me, unless you want to defend another one of my attacks.
I think I can handle 3 block.
All right, man, if you think you can make this jump with slowness, be my guest. I'm just gonna let you know now that it's not possible, so in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, don't. I'll tell you. Please, I like my life here.
Well, that was easy.
Nice.
I can't believe I'm telling you this. The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour. He's the only one that has any left.
He built
that
his
bastard
parkour jumps with barriers. That means I was right. The 5-block jump was impossible.
He uses barrier blocks?
Okay, wait. So if he uses barriers for his attacks, how do I defend against that?
Dude, if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care. Just tell me.
Fine. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if you build a harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will have to do that jump instead.
That's how I beat him. I can just attack with a harder jump, even if he does use barriers for his attack.
Such an unforeseen plot twist.
Oh man, this is crazy. All right, let's do this.
Put
you
the
need to
dancing
guy
guy back.
Like
Fuck you.
And this time, I'm only fighting the champion.
Okay, so if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's why I got one of the best parkour masters I know to watch you at all times. And if he finds out I don't make it into the arena, let's just say you won't see the attack coming before it hits you.
Oh man, how do you even do these jumps? I really hope Ebbo's plan works. There's no way I can make one of these.
Just as I thought, Siwat had no choice but to listen to me. Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into the arena, and luckily, it worked. Now, I could battle the parkour champion, and this time, it was gonna be different. I got all of the blocks I needed, and I made my way into the arena. Now, it was time to see if Siwat was gonna uphold his end of the deal. But he did. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization. All right, let's go save everyone.
I should have known the old man would give his boots to you.
What? The old man?
Doesn't matter. You can try as many times as you want, but your fate remains the same.
The parkour god didn't just give me random champion boots, he gave me the old man's. He was the old parkour champion. Okay, this is a lot to think about right now. I just gotta worry about defending this attack. Well, Siwat got me this far, but
I
now
hate
it's time
how
to see if he was really telling the truth. The champion's attack was technically only a 4-block jump with a barrier, so the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block 360 to a 3-block fence jump.
Whoa!
What?
The parkour champion looked confused, and suddenly his
That's
attack
the gayest laugh
disappeared.
I've ever heard.
Worked.
Kill
It
yourself!
actually worked. The secret rule Siwat told me about was real, and now the champion has no choice but to defend my attack. Except just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out barrier blocks. Instead of building my jump, the champion built some invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way of knowing what sort of parkour combo he built. But whatever it was better than my attack, and my attack was now erased. That only left me with one choice, and I would have to build something even harder. I didn't even know what the champion built, so I couldn't hold back on this next attack. I knew I had to risk it all. I pulled out a 180 vertical flower pot jump into a 360 candle jump. And I made it. The
That's
parkour champion's
insane!
attack was erased, and he had no choice but to either try my attack or build a harder one. But the parkour champion wasn't phased, and he countered my attack with the hardest known jumps in parkour civilization. These were Neo jumps, and he did
Neo
2 in a
jumps?
row,
What?
Jumps where you have to jump around a block in midair. I knew I couldn't do these jumps, and this was not the time to try them. But the parkour champion set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything. But if I don't make this jump,
he's gotta do it, chat. He's gotta try. Hi, Panky.
The same goes for the parkour champion. Any one of these attacks will do more than 10 hearts. That means I have to make this. The parkour god trusted me with these boots to save everyone. And for the first time in my life, I actually felt like I was worthy of them, that I was worthy of being the parkour champion.
What? This shouldn't be happening.
I thought I had bested
Oh,
the parkour
no.
champion, but I was wrong.
This ends now.
The parkour champion built an attack that was directly over the void.
Either you go down or we both go down.
This was the
What?
end. The parkour champion knew he
Insane.
lost the battle, so he built a jump that would take us both down. And there's nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was most likely my last jump in parkour civilization. But this time, I wasn't
He's so
gonna give up.
edgy.
Parkour God, if you're watching me, please just give me the strength for one last jump. I didn't expect my feet to hit the ground again, but they did. And when I turned around, the parkour champion...
What?
I won.
He's
I actually
dead.
won.
He
It's over,
won.
right? I'm the new parkour champion. I'm supposed to be the one who can make the rules and save everyone. So how do I do that? But as I was standing there, something started to happen. My items in my inventory were gone, and I got teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized there was nothing above me. And that's when I remember something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour temple. And where there was nothing before, there was now a way up to get to the top of parkour civilization. That means my journey
crazy.
wasn't done
Oh
yet.
my
I
God.
still had to make it
End
to the
rod
top.
jumps is
Luckily, I'm now
insane,
considered the
actually.
best
No,
in
that's
parkour
actually fucked
civilization.
up.
So if there's anyone who can make the jumps, it was me. Only one more set of jumps stood between me and the top. I had
Oh
always
my
dreamed
God.
of this day when I'd
Is
look
this
up
it?
and I'd see nothing
Is
above
this
me.
it,
But
chat?
I never would have imagined what I'd have to go through to get here. Every jump I made and every jump I failed all led me to this point, to make it to the top of parkour civilization. And now I was here, and there was nothing, just pure emptiness and only the sky. I didn't have any idea of what to do until I saw a structure in the distance. I walked over and I saw
parkour.
blocks I've never seen before in parkour civilization. They were
Command blocks.
and they were placed in front of a throne. I stepped up onto the throne and I got my pair of champion boots. But this time, they weren't someone else's. They were mine. It only makes sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of parkour civilization. But before I start completely changing the entire rules of society, I needed to do something first. Well, I think it's time I give these back. I have a feeling you'll probably be needing them.
F-Bo, you did it. You saved us.
No, I
did.
didn't do anything. It was only possible because of you. And that's why I think you should be the champion. I don't know what to do with parkour civilization, but you were the champion. You know how to fix things. I
Wow.
just don't think I'm ready to be the... Whoa, what are you doing?
What?
You think all of this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know parkour civilization better than I ever could.
Well, alright. I'm gonna
Old
need your help.
man,
With
no.
every 4-block jump on the command blocks, I can change the rules of parkour civilization. And with the help of
It's
the old champion,
peak!
I'm not
It's
just gonna make things
peak!
go back to the way they were.
It's
I'm gonna make things better than
peak!
they ever were. Parkour was never about making or failing.
He just
a
made a
jump. It was
dictator,
about
dude.
getting up
If
and
I-
trying
dude,
again. The parkour god
my
told
hungry
me
ass
as
could
long as
never
you
be
can
parkour
there's
champion.
always a way. And in my parkour civilization, people will always have a chance to try again.
Wow. Dude, actual cinema chat. We're not gonna watch another 2-hour one. We're not gonna watch another 2-hour one back to back, dude. Chat, we did it, dude. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Put your hands up. Oh my god, it's peak. Parkour civilization. The best shit ever. Oh my god. No, please, I need to sleep. Wow, chat. Absolute fucking cinema that was. Wow. That was crazy. Did you... Chat, did... What is that? Not Pyro using a critical thumbnail. Oh my god. Anyway. The true parkour were the friends we made along the way. Chat, did you like that? Chat, did you like that, chat? Chat, did you like that? Did you like that, chat? Did you like parkour civilization? How is the ending? Was it absolute cinema like you were hoping it would be? I hope it was worth it. Very good. I love parkour civilization. When part 2? There's already a part 2 and a part 3. Evbo. Let's see here. Videos. Yeah, so PvP Civilization. What? Level up? Oh my god. Parkour Civilization. Yeah, there's a part 2 to this. Yeah, full movie. The full movie. And then we have the full movie part 2. Hollywood needs to be taking notes right now. Dude, they do! Hollywood needs to be on this shit. This is what the Minecraft movie should have always been. Oh my god. Dude, look at this. PvP Civilization. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude, I should watch this. Dude, this looks good. Not now.